Hello, my lovely bunnies. I am Bagel Bunny, and we are back here with our final Grimshire stream. Now, I actually can't believe that we've reached this point already. I think it's almost unthinkable for me that it's been a full month since I've started streaming. Grimshire is such a special game for me, and I'm just so honored to be here. So we're going to take a little bit of a slower start today just because I don't want anyone to miss out on the big finale. Everyone was so kind yesterday and made me end up streaming longer than I expected. But that's okay because now we're going to hop in and we're going to see what happens to the town when the pirates actually arrive. So this is actually a pretty funny playtime. We've got 55 hours and 55 minutes that we've spent here with Eira, and this also marks the first month of streaming that I've done. So today is actually my 30-day channel anniversary, which is a pretty big milestone. Grimshire is what brought me in, and this is going to be a little bit of a bittersweet send-off, I feel. But I think without further ado, let's hop in with Eira and see what happens to the town on winter. I hope all our preparations have been enough. We are going to skip the cutscene because we've seen this already, but this is just Finn coming in to tell everyone that the pirates are on their way. So we're going to skip this because we saw that yesterday. Yes, we know. Thank you, Finn, for coming in to warn us. And Eira needs to prepare today, make sure the siege stockpile is fully locked in, just so the town is able to survive. So I'm going to take a run back home, actually. I think we can drop off the materials that we have in our inventory, and we can take a look at all of the dried food that we have. Maybe open our mail. We've got an iron scythe. Okay, fantastic. I think the next one is titanium. I hope we have enough titanium bars. I haven't been smelting that. But I'd actually love to pop my scythe in for an upgrade as well. Oh, we don't have enough. That's okay. So we're going to take a look-see and drop off our honeyed hawthorns as well. The emeralds and the bones and everything. Emeralds I think can be sold, but let me just check that we don't have one already. We have an emerald. Do we have a display shelf? We do. Okay, I think this is a bit of a special occasion to remember. So we're actually going to do a little spot of decoration. We're going to pop down a couple display shelves, I think. Maybe just over here, or maybe even in the kitchen. Just to display some of our preserved food. I think that would be really cute. So I'm going to hop over here and actually grab some iron bars. And for the rest of these, we're not going to smelt this for a while. We'll just swap it out with titanium. So that hopefully we get enough titanium by the end of today to actually turn that in. I think that would be amazing. So let me get that started before we spend our time decorating. I guess it is a little bit bittersweet as well. We're about to be locked away in the temple for God knows how many days. So it's probably good to make sure we've got enough in our furnaces to make use of that time. And also we can make another batch of charcoal. So I'll drop off all of these Maybe take my coal out, and we are swimming in medium wood, so we'll actually use some of that today. But let's drop this off into the kilns. Get some medium wood cooking. And I think we will come back to some charcoal. Oh, we do also need to take care of all of our juice. Hello, Flawless. Welcome, welcome. You were just looking for my stream? Well, you found it. How are you going? Today's a little bit of a bittersweet day for us because we are wrapping up Grimshire. So you've come at a very good time. I think I'm going to drop off all of my preserved goods in the chest. Oh, hello, Blue. Welcome to the stream. First time hopping in. Another bagel, they're multiplying? Absolutely. The bagels are coming to take over. Flawless said, you must have went live right when I didn't see you because it was a few minutes ago. That's so fair. I went live a little bit later today just because I had to do a little bit of planning. I have some exciting news to share with you guys involving my VTuber model that I've been making the past 3 days. It's not quite ready yet, so it won't be like a full launch, but I'm excited to share progress. Hello, Certified Burnout. Welcome to the stream. First time hopping in. You are also scared? And yes, Flawless is welcoming everyone as well. All of these lovely beans I met over on Nox's channel. Nox is another cozy streamer, and I love watching him as well. So the cozy game community is really growing for this one. Oh, I see you guys are using the emotes. It makes me so happy every time I see them be used. I'm like, yes, this is why I draw. Alright, we want to do a little bit of a display moment. I might pop the shelf back there and just move the Alfeep out. I think that is a sensible plan of action. Flawless says, you played your fair share of cozy games and indulged in the cozy community. You agree? I'm very glad you agree. I think the cozy game community is one of the most wholesome ones out there. Now, sometimes when I play a more intense game, like the community gets a little bit toxic or a bit overwhelming. But I find that the cozy game vibes is just the happy place for me. Burnout says, ironically, I am not generally into the cozy atmosphere lol, just happened to check in on a few. Oh, that's cool. What do you normally play then? Eira's going to finish building her museum. This is something that she's been working on for a very long time. She's always wanted a museum of her own, and now she's getting it, so I'm very happy for her. Let's drop in some ores next. I think I'll start with gold and then maybe some silver. Oh, we do need some mithril as well. Do I have any? I do. I think mithril, iron, all of these ones are the ones I'm missing. So let's actually put mithril first. Burnout says, I don't really have any specific preferences. I'll check out a lot of stuff. You like RPGs though. Oh my goodness. Baggy hopping in to steal the first. Guys, I can't believe you haven't taken the first redeem yet. You've left it wide open. But Baggy has now been first 2 times. Congratulations, Baggy. RPGs are excellent. I find that sometimes I don't play RPGs as much just because there's such a big time sink, and when I get into something, I really want to invest my time into something. But I completely understand the hype. I'm trying to think. Oh, Burnout says, I'm devastated. I didn't know this was an option. That's okay. Next time you know. Next time you'll be fighting. I'm going to pop this hunter's table down here, actually. Just so we don't have any like space that is left over that we can possibly be filling. I'm gonna do a spot of decoration. Since this is the final Grimshire stream, I want to make it as cute as possible. Make sure my house is in a state where I'd be happy with it. I think this is a good vibe. And that means I can probably pop another shelf here as well. Ooh, Flawless, you have a 5-stream streak. You're actually on fire. I'm going to need to add some more redeems just to make it worth it for you guys. You're taking so many channel points. If you guys have any ideas, please feel free to chuck them in the chat as well. I'd be happy to figure it out. I do like setting up things myself. Baggy says, are we killing everyone today? We are trying not to kill everyone today. So today is a bit of a spooky finale because the pirates are on our shores and we've just been told by our lovely friend Finn that they are less than a day away. So he actually snuck past the enemy lines on his own boat just to come over and warn us and tell us to prepare. And all we can do right now is just hope that the temple's been reinforced enough. Blue says, not killing everyone? What's even the point? Shaking my head. I am trying my best to do a deathless run. If you guys are really interested in doing a kill everyone stream, I mean, maybe we could do it, but I've seen some of the death cutscenes and they're actually quite heartbreaking. Like, some of them made me cry. I was so shaken because after my first playthrough I thought, oh, surely that wasn't so bad. Let's go take a look at what actually happens if they die. And let me tell you, every death really feels like they're being mourned by everyone in the community. Burnout says mindless violence. That's what I'm saying. We're playing the hardest mode to try and save everyone, not to try and kill everyone. I don't think that would be part of the cozy vibe. Just trying to organize this in a way that makes sense as well. I think this looks good. And then I can pop some charcoal in there maybe. We're just displaying some random items. How do I open? There we go. What shall I pop in the final slot? It's a bit morbid if I put bones down there. Every game should have a sans fight. Like Undertale Genocide, but with no sans fight. Guys, we are playing the pacifist route. We are actively trying to save everyone. There is no genocide here. Oh my goodness. Okay, there's a random bone in there now. That's just going to live there because I couldn't figure out what to fill the rest of this with. What else are we going to drop? We have a hunter's table that we need to put away. I think maybe if I pop this in the corner... Oh, I actually took the rug. I'm not trying to take the rug. I would love to pop the Alfeep here and have them look really cozy. Does that block the table too much, do you guys reckon? Which Alfeep am I missing? I think this one can have the clovers because it leads into the library, and then this one can have maybe the lavender wing one. Burnout says, acting like I refuse to be mean in any game ever because I feel too bad, lol. That's so fair. It's part of the game psychology. Like, whenever they give you two options and one of them is clearly mean and the other one is clearly like the good option, I always feel obliged to be nice. Like, I just can't bring myself to be mean. Flawless is asking, what are you streaming after, since you said this is my last Grimshire stream? So my next stream is going to be on Slime Rancher. It's a game, if you guys are not super familiar, where you just ranch some slimes. And I found it adorable. I've always liked the premise of just going around and ranching some slimes. So I figure I want to share it with you guys. I actually got it back when it was in early access, and I'm very keen to see it grow. So I figured the time has now come. But I may take a look at some other games as well, just to do like some cozy variety. I feel like everyone is doing the cozy variety streams nowadays, but I am also part of that, just because it's too good. Okay, I'm going to pop away this lantern. I'm just at a little bit of a loss because I want to leave this house looking as cute as possible before we have to wrap it all up. Just to leave it on a good note for myself next year, when they actually release year 2. Burnout says being mean is so mean, pensive. So true. I just can't do it. Being mean is truly so mean. Maybe I can sneak a crafting table up here, just to be a little bit out of the way, like it's not the first thing that you see when you enter. Oh, I wish I had a noble stool, but I don't think I have the crafting recipe for it. I'm having a bit of a sad dining table situation, guys. Like, I'm sitting by myself, there is only one chair. We'll have to see what we can do about that. The cast iron bookcase, is that cute? Not particularly, I'm not convinced. Pretend we're also there. Yes, but you guys will have no seats to sit on. I just feel too mean. I wouldn't be a very good host if I was doing that. Oh wait, there is a single other noble stool here. Fantastic. Now we have a table for 2. And we will sit directly on opposite ends of the table. Maybe I'll put like a cute cushion here to do like a seated reading nook. I think that would be nice. You're good on the floor? Oh my gosh. You'll be sitting with your back against the cozy fireplace. Alright, where else are we going to pop this noble little table? I love how it looks, so I might just return it to the corner here. And then for the flower pots, we can pop one right beside our window, and maybe one by the door. I think the door would be cute. You're sitting in the fireplace? No, not like this. Is that where the burning part of the burnout comes in? Alright, I'm also thinking that I want to move these chests maybe down here and make room for a display shelf somewhere. Or actually, I could put one right by the door, and then that way it can act like a little pantry, like a little cellar. Burnout says, yeah, it's very literal. Oh my goodness. Well, I am glad that you are enjoying the cozy fire. If it's where you want to be, then we will leave you to it. I hope we don't smell any like burning during our meal. We'll just be looking over and you're doing your thing. I might also get some noble bookcases just to see if this looks cuter. Some of these shelves I've popped in here just because I didn't have any other bookshelf. Ooh, the noble look is really nice. Okay, I think we can go with some noble bookshelves. Let's get some. Although the wooden one color matches the wallpaper better. We've got choices. Do you guys have a preference for the bookcase? This one is the noble one, looking very fancy. This one is the wooden one, the classic. Oh, hello, Dan. Welcome, welcome to the stream. You guys are all hopping in for the big finale of Grimshire. We're trying to decide between bookcase designs right now. We've got the noble one and we've got the wooden one. Noble, methinks? That is very true. I do love the design. The curve is very nice. Thank you, Bernard. And thank you for the water time, Blue. I'm going to have a little sip of my water. Do you mind being called Blue, by the way? I just think that's a really cute nickname. But if you prefer Blue Screen, I'd be happy to call you by that name as well. Dan says Dan is fine, thank you. Oh, Blue is actually your main nickname? People just say my full name all the time for some reason? Oh my goodness. Bernard is perhaps one of those people calling you Blue Screen VT. I have a question. Oh my goodness, hello Benny, welcome to the stream. The big finale is here and I'm so happy to have all of you guys with me. Hello, hello, how are you going? Unfortunately, Baggy stole your first today, so there will be no first for you. But perhaps another time. Okay, we're gonna do some scrolls, and then I think this one we will do like all of the vials. Do we want another scroll or maybe just keep the books? Maybe 2 vials? I kind of like the way the classic books look as well. Benny is waving, trying to shoot Baggy. Yeah, next time. Books are rad, thank you. Okay, there we go. I think that's a good design. We've also got a display shelf back here. Alright, bear with me guys. I literally have nowhere else to put this, but this is going to be our little walk-in pantry. Something tells me I could swap the chests down here as well to make it look a little bit less jank. Do I have the time for that? I think I can. For the sake of aesthetics, I'm going to move all of the chests down. My year 2 self is not going to get a lot of materials, and when I look back on why, it's going to be because we wanted to do too much decoration. Alright, let's get a large chest so we can do item transfer a little bit easier. We can just do this by the door. Ooh, the black chest kind of looks cool. I like that. So let's drop off the rest of our materials. Our chest is actually full. Never mind. Let's go back over and grab all of these. I'll be moving it over to a different chest. Gonna do a lot of clicky clacks. But since the pirates are coming today, I want to leave this in as nice a condition as possible. Just so we can come back to a cozy home and send off Grimshire with all of our heart. Blue says you invented books? Oh my goodness, what genre? You had to start somewhere. There is no wrong answer to this. I'm personally a pretty big fan of fantasy books. I think when I was younger, I always thought I would grow out of it at some point, But then I just got into like young adult fantasy. So maybe reality is just not all that it's cut out to be. Blue says a book genre, and Bernard, you wanted all the books. I love that. We will be getting all the books. We'll get some Alfie wool, drop it off, and I think I will bring some honey and a little bit of vinegar and all of the preserving materials in. Excuse me, Mr. Crow, what are you doing here? Normally I am a big crow lover, guys. Unfortunately in Grimshire, they come for your eggs, and they come for your crops, and they come for your everything, and then if you don't chase them away, your entire farm will be ransacked. Hello Nox, oh my goodness, talking about books? Yes, I was. We are doing a bit of decorating, so we finished up the library, which is why we're on the topic of books now. Blue says, realistically, the first book ever written was probably non-fiction, just a recollection of prior events. That's so true, like a historical article. Ooh, I think I also saw somewhere on one of those, like, history channels that keeping records, like financial records, is actually a great way of discovering the language of a culture, because usually all like societies, they need some way to track like taxes or payments or trade. So perhaps it was one of those as well. Blue says, where my sneep snops in chat. Nox, did you actually decide to call your fan base the Sneep Snops? I mean, no judgment. I think that's a very cool name. But I'm just very curious. The Burnout says Sneep Snops. Bunny love for the Sneep Snops, and Nox says I did not. Hey, I mean, it's certainly memorable. If you wanted a cool name for chat. Burnout says Nox will succumb eventually. Are you guys trying to Stockholm Syndrome the Sneep Snop fan name? I am so glad my lovely viewers are happy being called bunnies. Don't get any funny ideas now, guys. Not that Sneep Snops is a bad name. I think it's very memorable. I just think it might raise a few questions the first time someone hears it. But I am feeling very proud of myself and also proud of Eira for how much we managed to stockpile. So we're turning in 60 days of food for the town to hole up in the temple and try and outlast these blasted pirates. And we actually managed to collect over 200 for herbivores and carnivores. So we are doing exceptionally well for ourselves, I think. Bernard says, "Aru matey." These are not your classic, like, friendly "Aru matey," like, give us a bottle of rum. This is like, if you don't feed us, we will come into your families and take food away from your children. Like, that sort of pirate. And that's just because everything in Grimshire is kind of burning down. The world is overrun with the plague, and they want to get out of Dodge. Which is fair, but we need food to survive the winter. So we're actually doing a bit of a stand for ourselves. Alright, I'm going to take a look at this. Should I just have one shelf for all my preserves and then do a bit of decor on either side? Or should I do like 2 shelves for more preserves? I should also probably get a cooking station. Blue says, I'm assuming come into our families means forced adoption. Hey, it's me, I'm your brother Nows. I don't even think they would let you join if you wanted to join. Probably not the best idea to go with the pirates that are threatening you in your town. Yeah, you tell them, Nox. We don't like these pirates. They're supposedly protecting against the plague. But in reality, they just want to feed their bellies and fill up their cargo holds with all of our hard-earned and hard-preserved goods. It literally doesn't make sense for us to supply them with 60 days of food. Bear in mind that 60 days of carnivore and herbivore food. So that will last them the entire winter and like an extra month as well. So they're just here to eat, honestly. They don't actually care about protecting us. The pirates would sense I'm pure of heart and change their brutish ways. I hate to tell you this, but also the pirate leader got attacked by some rabbits. So I'm not sure if you would be changing their brutish ways or if they would be changing your ways of being. If you catch my drift. No, it would work real. Okay, in an apocalypse, you guys can head in to frontline, and I'll be happily waving from the back, yeah? Burnout says, what are they gonna do? Stab me? Get stabbed? No, not like this. Not long for this world, I see. Alright, I'm actually going to go into the root cellar and take some of the food because I want to use it for decoration. So I love and care about this town, but also I want my house to look nice. So we're going to do a spot of decor. But they should have more than enough to eat because we will have these morels going on, the drying rack. This is just food for coming back, so we don't have to stress about coming back to an empty farm. Although maybe the pirates are actually smart and they would take food off my drying rack. I didn't think about that. I hope I'm not giving the devs any ideas to make winter any harder than it already is. But let's go turn in some of these for a variety of jarred food. We can pick out the best looking one to display on our shelf. Pesky crow, stop eating my stuff. Alright, final look at the root cellar before we're about to turn it in and use this to survive. I think I am a really big fan of honeyed cherries. That looks so bright and delicious. Also, the raspberries look really good as well. And the honeyed plums. I'm just going to keep taking these if no one comes to stop me. I'll also take a pickled rich meat because I don't pickle meats very often. So this is like an interesting aesthetic, I think. I forgot, was it 4 rows of display in a display shelf? Or maybe honeyed pears would give a good contrast? I'm just looking for jars with a bit of a purple lid. Alright, I think I'll also move on to the blue lids. The blue lids had the rich meat. I like the look of the corn. I think the corn looks really cool. It's just kind of floating there. And we do have some peppers at home. Oh, surely we take the small pickled fish. And maybe a pickled cabbage. I think I would vibe with that. For the rest, we want to go for something that is dried, I think. So that would involve the salted tender meats. Oh wait, but peanut butter! We need to take peanut butter with us. Okay, forget the pickled rich meat, we're taking peanut butter. And next we have some roots. I think I'll take a daylily. This one is cute. We've also got some sun roots. These look very vibrant and yummy. I don't actually have too much in oil. I think most of it's living at home. So this is all we're going to take in with us for the hold. Oh, we should also take some wine. I think some wine would go really well. Alright, a bottle of wine, and that is all we're taking. We will pop this on display in our house. And I think once the charcoal finishes cooking, hopefully we can add a cooking station in here as well. So let me just drop this off. We have the honeyed cherries, raspberries, plums, and the pears. Oh, am I bothered to make this a cute gradient? I think I am. This one looks very nice to me. Then I think we had some peppers that were really juicy looking. Yeah, the pickled peppers look delicious. What can you replace? Maybe you can replace the corn, as much as I like the corn, or the cabbage. Let's replace the cabbage. Oh wait, we also have pickled pumpkins. Will you replace my peanut butter? I wish I could display more on this shelf, guys. Peter Piper got taste, I guess. Indeed has great taste. I would actually eat this if it was on a shelf in my kitchen. I would be pulling this off. I think what I want to do is maybe make a second shelf if I can. So as much as I love having all of the cute little decor pieces at the back, I think we need a second one just to give us some more room to display all the food we want. I have a vision. I really want to make it a reality. Flawless is giving hearts, I presume, to the pickled peppers. I hope they're not too spicy. I can't handle spice that well in real life. So maybe Eira will have to live through all of my pickled dreams. Alright. This way... Ooh, actually, what if we had like two shelves, one here and one here? Is that too wide, guys? What do you reckon? We can still walk between them fine, but it might just look like our kitchen is extending a bit. Choices, choices. This is how I decorate, by the way. We're gonna be here for a very long time. Burnout says it looks like a staircase. Okay, sack the shelves idea. Let's just be peaceful and put them like this. Not enough bookshelves? Nox, I would love to put down the rest of my bookshelves, but there's not enough space in this house. I think they should simply add another expansion. They're not giving enough room for us to decorate. Entire room filled with bookshelves? But then I can't even enter to read it. That calls into question the reason why you're collecting books. Is it to read them, or is it to simply look at them from afar? House? No, you live in a library now. Oh my gosh. A wall-to-ceiling library room wasn't enough for you guys? You want more books? Oh, actually, the honeyed elderberries do look really good. Maybe I'll replace something with that. Eat the books! Unfortunately, I am not of the same fiery nature as you, Burnout. I can't consume the books. I don't think it would work well for me. I'm going to pop some morels in oil because it looks a bit nicer than girdle shrooms in oil. That's honestly pretty funny looking. Instead of honeyed plums, I'm going to pop in honeyed elderberries. Burnout says tragic. I know, I will aspire one day. And if I ever reach that stage, you'll be the first to know. Nox says, but many books are aesthetically pleasing to look at. They are pleasing to look at. And they are, I imagine, even more pleasing to actually read and enjoy. Which is why we cannot have a room full of all books, just books, as much as I want it. But this will have to be enough books, guys. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bookshelves and an entire wallpaper full of books. I'm going to drop off my honeyed plums. I think in the next one, I put all of my cheeses, my salted meats. You know, you have to give the carnivore something to eat as well. Ooh, what else am I popping on there? Maybe some fish. We can use this with the cheese. And some flour. This one's going to be more of a cooking ingredients sort of vibe. Alright, I think top shelf can go to our meats. We have some top tier meats. Salted rich meat, lean meat. These guys are looking delicious. I imagine Eira wants to sneak a bite or two by now. And the bottom one, we can put our staples. Like we've got some peanut butter, some flour, a bit of wine. Okay, the peanut butter doesn't quite fit in as well here. That actually doesn't look half bad. I might just replace that with a bottle of something else. I have bones, but I don't think bones are very nice to look at. Maybe I'll pop a Critter's Delight on there? Get like a Critter's Delight? Okay, no, that looks a little bit funny. How about some honey? Flawless says, I love looking at bones. You will love this house then. We've got some bones on display. Look at that little display shelf with bones. Okay, so that is decor done. Now I want to pop down my little candelabra so we actually have some lighting up in here. Okay, I don't vibe with that. Where does one get lighting around here? I don't want to have to move the Alfeep. Oh, hello, Lubisha. Welcome, welcome. How are you going today? Maybe I'll move this candelabra, like over here. Now it's just kind of circling around nothing. Alright, at a teensy bit of a loss here. We also don't have any 3-tile things to put our rug on, so it's going to be a little bit annoying for a long time. I'm just doing some house decor. Oh no, Lubisha, you're quite sick. Unfortunately, so you're just taking it easy today. Was it perhaps the hike that you went on in that incredibly cold mountain? I don't want to point any fingers there, but maybe some of the waterfall got on you. Okay, we do have a flower pot. I think flowers make everything nicer, so I'm just gonna pop one down here and we can call it a day. Yeah, I think that looks good. Flawless says, I really hope you get well soon. Lubisha says, haha, maybe. Gotta take care of yourself. It is pretty cold today. I don't know if it was raining in the morning or something, but I looked outside and it did not look very inviting. Alright, our cranberry juice and everything must go in here to turn into more vinegar for us. I hope it processes in time because we honestly need it. Oh, and I forgot to pop down some coal here, so let's at least get that smelting through the night. For cooking oil and honey, we can drop them off. Flawless, you've been okay, just getting frustrated with coding? Oh no! What are you working on? Oh my god. We have a bottled note with a secret. I'll never know. I'll go to my deathbed with this secret, but I have to let it out, so I will write a note and throw it into the sea. Know this, person who found my note. I despise carrots. Is this a bunny? Erin Tiller, daughter and wife of carrot farmers? Oh no, and we got some carrot seeds from that. That's actually really funny. I feel very bad for her. I hope she is free of carrots sometime. But before we head off to bed, let's make sure that our critters have everything to eat. Oh my goodness, they've been so hungry. They've been eating up all the kibble. We have to take care of them well. Guys, Eira's going to be away, locked in a temple somewhere. I'm going to be leaving the door open for you. If any weeds or something spawns outside and you want to go outside and you run out of kibble, please do that. You know, I reckon if you banded together, you could hunt down some of the pesky crows as well. But I really hope our critters can make it through. I don't want to come back to any perished critters. They are all going very well. Alright, let me gather the rest of this. Just some cute sleeping little chicories. And then our Alfeep. Oh, they're all so hungry. I probably should have come in here to take care of them a little bit earlier. We have to really make sure not to pass out today, because the town's going to ring an alarm bell, I think, when the pirates arrive. And we need to be on high alert. So it will not do if Eira needs to be peeled off the floor somewhere. I think she will be peeled off the floor by some pirates. I'm just going to gather the Gürtel shrooms really quickly. Okay, it's a bit dicey, 11:45. We're going to run outside and... Ooh, 11:50. Okay, hang on. We have to be so quick right now, guys. Alright. No, 55. Get me inside. I'm going to hold on to some wool for comfort. And then we will head to bed. Perhaps this is the last time we see our house. It will have to depend on how the pirates leave us. And if the town can actually survive. But I think we've put this off for long enough. So let's go to bed. We have more than enough food stocked. I'm very happy to hear it. Stop by the Rusty Bucket Tavern. The pirates are on our shores. I mean, maybe if we wanted to get a drink or something before we actually made it into the temple. But I don't think being inebriated is going to help us shelter from them. We've also done some good contributions. Everyone's been eating well. They've been enjoying our honeyed plums. And let's buckle up, guys. Ready to see what happens next. Oof. There goes the warning bell. Benny says, I'm so ready. I think we're ready, but we'll never know. Benny's so angry. Are you gonna throw hands with the pirates? Oh, look at everyone. We're just coming up through the town. One by one. Snow is covering all of Grimshire. Hey, it's a juniper berry on the floor. Can we grab that on the way in? Something to snack on? Oh my goodness. What happened to all the animals, by the way? The animals, like our critters, are just going to have to fend for themselves. I've left the barn door open so they can go outside and forage once they finish the kibble, but all the townspeople are sheltering in the temple now. There, we're locked in now. Hopefully we won't need to test it. Do you think we'll know when they land? Oh, crap. Guys, that does not sound like a peaceful landing. Oh, no. These pirates are sounding a little bit different. Everyone, don't make a sound. Burnout says they just want to say hi. I don't want to say hi. We're not saying hello. No one's in the temple. They might not know we're in here. Oh, crap. Guys, I think they know we're in here. They've mutated from the plague. Nox, I think you may be right. That is not what a normal animal sounds like. Oh my god. And this is where we're left off? Oh, I can hear them like in my ear. I hate that sound effect. Wow, this game is so cozy. There is a reason why this is called Grimshire, and this is a dark, cozy game. Hello Eira, come to help take inventory? Yes, I am here to take inventory. We might have more than enough, but it's always a good idea to be sure. Eira has been stocking up. Does anyone want some milk? I think it's going to spoil soon. We can share it with everyone. Burnout says they sound hungry for fun treats, I assume. Look, I've got some eggs, like maybe I can crack it on one of them, like lead them away, like roll it down the hill. I'm keeping an eye on the door. I know we've barricaded it, but it's the weakest part of the temple. I think we put like 200 pieces of hardwood in there. If the door is still weak, then there's nothing else we could have done. You're not you when you're hungry? So true. Unfortunately, I don't know what these pirates are hungry for. And I don't think they're hungry for regular food. Better safe than sorry. I agree. How's Tano holding up? I hope we have enough food. Kai and I have never had to stockpile like this before. That's so fair. Even during past winters we could hunt or fish for food. And now all we can do is wait. Oh, poor Tano, he's looking so sad. Do you want an egg to make you feel better? Oh, thank you. Okay, that got him smiling again. I think we can hold on to our emergency egg, honey, and milk and just pass that to everyone as a bit of refreshments. These walls will hold, but it feels pointless to hide behind them. We should be out there fighting. Although that's probably how all the other villages fell. That's true. I love Kai's fighting spirit, but I don't think the rest of the town is ready to take up arms. And if these pirates were able to take over Porton, which has over double our size, I don't think we have the numbers to hold them back either. Burnout, I offer you an egg in these trying times. Yes, that is what Eira is doing. She's got like a few stacks in her overall pocket. She's just like, would you like an egg or perhaps a bottle of milk? Would you like an egg? Oh, thank you. That got him smiling as well. We might hold on to the rest of these. Don't want to go through it too quickly, but we've also got kibble nibbles if anyone gets desperately hungry. Gruff is so kind and caring. Let us know if you ever need anything, dear. Oh, that's so sweet. I love how Prudence and Gruff just take care of each other. How are you holding up, Prudence? Fine. I just need some time to get used to them. It'll be alright. We've reinforced the temple walls. Nothing is getting in here. Thank you. That's true. We've got over 40 iron bars and I think 50 titanium bars on these temple walls. They should be as solid as metal. I researched what I could about survival tactics, but I'm not sure how useful that knowledge will be. Oh, especially given we're not even surviving outside at this point. I think survival tactics would help if you were out in the wilderness, but not if you're being hunted by ferals, right? Blue says nothing is getting in here. That's so what you say before something gets in here. I am ignoring the death flags. I'm looking away. I want to trust him. I hope they starve on their own. They've got to eat eventually, right? That's true. I don't know how the plague is taking form, but usually you just wait until like their muscles atrophy and everything, because they don't have the brain capacity to farm or do anything, right? Burnout says if you can't see them, they can't see you. That's so true. I'm closing my eyes. I wonder if our guests will leave on their own. Otherwise, I fear we may have to do something to fight back. Oh, Logan. I love how theatrical he is. He, even when they're faced with ferals, he's calling them guests. I think that's very polite. How's Adeline holding up? I wonder how the plague is affecting them. They found us so quickly, and yet they do not know how to get inside. It's like the curse has lowered their intelligence, but they've kept their memories. That's so true. Maybe this is just like really dumb zombies that can't open doors. So that's why they're trying to bash their way straight through us. But I imagine they'd be able to smell us, like they're also animals, right? These poor folk outside sound terrible. They must be suffering. If only we could put them out of their misery. I think putting them out of their misery will only bring more misery onto our paws, Willow. I don't think that's a good idea. Nox says, what's concerning is they're competent enough to pilot their ship. That's so true. Although from the massive thud, I'm not sure if they docked properly. Like, that sounded more like a crash. Burnout says muscle memory. Yeah, that would be pretty insane muscle memory. Or maybe, like, they set the course for Grimshire and then chaos, you know, started on the ship. So then that's why they started slowly drifting instead of making a proper trip over. Burnout says their muscles are very knowledgeable. Hopefully only knowledgeable in ship steering and not in fox eating. Rowan says the walls should hold. I designed and built this place myself. That is so true. I would trust Rowan. He's been building all of our critter buildings. Although I never imagined barricading myself inside. Yeah, well, in a way, it's good to know that your structures are sturdy enough to withstand this. I think that would give you confidence, right, in your future builds. Burnout says we know who to blame if the house falls. Guys, if the house falls, I don't think we'll be around to be blaming. I think that is going to be the ultimate grim fate for all of us. Nox says their muscles read enough books. Yes, the muscles are smarter than the brain at that point. They've got all of the memory and all the knowledge. Although maybe they packed their ship so full of books that they could only admire them from afar and not even read them. That could be a choice as well. Do you think they'll break through? I hope they don't. Aww. They look so scared. I love how the text trembles sometimes. It just makes them feel so much more immersive. Burnout says, what is this? Some sort of Grimshire? It is indeed a Grimshire. I love the naming of this game. The place is actually called Grimshire Valley. Now, I don't know why you would call your valley Grimshire, because that seems like attracting bad fortune to me. But that is the name of this place. Oh, it's okay, Bee. We're safe. It's okay. Oh, they're trying to comfort each other, but they're equally scared. Nox says it's well known zombies love books. They're brain food after all. Very funny, Nox. Thank you. I love that. Perhaps they'll take a leaf out of those books and leave us alone as well. Bernard says that's like asking for trouble. Yeah, actually. Should have named it Happy Joyous Town and they'd be safe. Maybe something like a Stardew Valley, perhaps? Oh, I hope Jack is okay on Finn's boat. I wish Rose could have gone as well, but she cares too much about the village. That's so true. Erica and the Wallace, the Hopper family, they have a little bunny kid named Jack, and Jack is sheltering with our traveling merchant friend on his boat right now. Jack must be driving Finn mad. So much energy and so little room to run around. When we get out of here, I really have to thank Finn. I love how Wallace has confidence. That's right, when we get out of here. Bernard says that's a ridiculous name. That's so true. What sort of game would be called that? How are you holding up, Rusty? You don't think they can break through these walls, right? They're stone. And metal now. But still, the Ferals seem so determined. The pirate's ship was massive. It could have held a crew of 50. Oh, okay, maybe that's why they wanted so much food. I really hope it was undermanned. Yeah, we're gonna hope that was the case. Does anyone want eggs, by the way? I've got, like, eggs to give out. Oh, thanks. Rusty is happy. Erica, you seem sad. Take an egg. Thank you for the gift. What about for you, Wallace? Take an egg. Well, thank you kindly. These guys over here are really, really scared, so I might give them some milk. I think milk is more calming than an egg. Oh, Dudley's smiling a little bit again. And Beatrix is saying thank you. How are you going, Greta? I hope that ship didn't hit our home. Oh, true, because they literally live on the docks. Rose is saying, I hope this is enough supplies. It's hard to know what we should be prepared for. Here, have a bottle of milk, maybe? Hazel is counting. Yarrow, chamomile, sunroot. Oh, sorry, did you need something? I'm doing inventory on our herbs and treatments. Will a bottle of milk help you? Thank you. And thanks for the gift. Oh, Rose likes it. Look at that smiley face. Alright, well, I don't much like the thudding, so I'm gonna run away. Maybe we can see them outside the window? Do you think? Surely the entire town, like, comes up here, does a bit of reading to take our mind off it, and, like, cuddles up in the bed. I think that would be cozier. How are you going, Percy? Oh, Eira, making your rounds among the villages? Let me know if anyone needs some help. I will. But before I do that, would you care for an egg? Thanks. What? Oh my god. Wait, Percy hates eggs. Thanks for cleaning up the village, farmer. I'll make sure this gets properly disposed of. No, our egg. These are precious rations. At least put them in the crate if you don't like them, Percy. Guys, I actually lost for some friendship over there. That's crazy to me. Is this how we discover that Percy hates eggs? Disliked gifts, egg. Can I gift him some milk to make up for it? Another gift? I can't accept this. Surely you can give it to someone else. Oh no. Guys, we've given Percy a hated gift. Nox says throw the books at the zombies, they'll be distracted. At this point, I think I may just do that. Hopefully Theo likes our gift a bit more. Because milk turns into cheese and the guy loves cheese, so we're just going up the chain, right? How are you holding up, Eira? Let me know if you ever need a friend to talk to. All we can do right now is rely on each other. That's so true. I've actually got something for you. I've got a nice bottle of milk. And Theo likes that. Edgar says, we are safe within these walls. You look exhausted. Would you like to rest? Maybe not yet. We have a bit more milk to give away. I think Lila would appreciate it. You know, a goat would like milk. And maybe we can give an egg. We can gift it to Logan, I think. Thanks. Yeah, he's feeling happy. Now we have all the non-perishables in our inventory, and we can start giving out honey tomorrow as well. So I just don't want anything spoiling. Alright, let's take a rest. Oh. Bang! 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 Why won't they just stop? Erica, keep your voice down. Oh no. I hope some of the villagers don't start losing it and they're like, I can't take the banging anymore. Surely stay inside where it's safe. Yeah, don't dissent. Don't do that. Come on. Why? They sure aren't. Erica, please. Come on. Ah, good. Phew. I'm sorry, Wallace. It's the banging. It's driving me mad. It's okay, honey. We're safe. Jack's safe. You just need to drown it out, alright? You know, you guys are lop-eared bunnies, right? Maybe you can, like, close your ears or something? Like, put your paws over them? Oh, we're all huddled up. Look at this. Trying to stay cozy. Dudley, why aren't you sleeping? I can't. Every time I close my eyes, I dream they're breaking in. Oh no. Maybe you can sleep upstairs in the little bedroom. I'm sure Edgar wouldn't mind you taking the bed. But dear, you need sleep. I'll try. Oh, the town isn't doing so well, guys. At our current rate, we have about 8 days of water left. 8 days? That's not much, is it? Oh no. Guys, we have 60 days of food. Did someone forget to stock up on water? What is this? We could have been hiding out here for ages. I'm assuming these barrels hold all the water we have. That does not look like a lot of water. Hazel, do you think we can reduce rations without putting anyone at risk? We could reduce it by 1/3, but it will leave us weak and disoriented. I don't like where this is going, guys. Let's hope the ferals lose interest by then. 60 days is a lot of water in theory. That is true. I don't know how much the average humanoid will consume in terms of water, but we do have quite a lot in here. Damn. Maybe we could have packed some, like, soup or something. I don't know. We all have pickled stuff and oiled stuff, and I don't think that will hydrate you for much. Oh no, what's happening to Rusty? He's pacing. Hey now, Rusty, what's wrong? What's wrong? We've been in here for days with nothing but that relentless pounding. I can't take it anymore. I just can't. No, hold him back. Can't do what, Rusty? I can't just sit here day after day knowing those things are out there waiting. Burnout says one of them's gonna leave and get themselves killed. That's what I'm saying. Guys, hold them back. You know, take a breather upstairs. Oh, Lila's here to save the day. Dad, it's okay. But what if... Dad, please. It's going to be okay. We're safe in here. You're right. I'm sorry, Lila. So, for those of you who don't know, all of these villagers who are romanceable, like Lila, they have a chance of dying if we fail a previous town project. But I really wonder what this cutscene looks like if no one's here to hold Rusty back. Like, would we just simply lose another villager? Blue says, I can't imagine you can leave without just letting them all in and killing everyone. That's what I'm saying, unless you're going out through the window. And then the fall might, you know, get you killed as well. So I don't know what Rusty's plan was. It's okay, Dad. Oh. Oh my goodness, we all have bags under our eyes. Eira's never looked so sad. Oh, Edgar's in poor shape as well. Like with the bunnies too? Yeah, absolutely. Has it been 8 days since we took shelter or 9? It feels more like 11. No way, it can't have been that long. Definitely 7. Does it matter? They're still out there and we're still in here. It matters if we're going to hold out, Rusty. How are the guys outside not starved? That's what I'm wondering. I think it's like that with all the like zombie media and zombie films. Like at some point you wonder how they're even fueling all of this energy, but I can only imagine they're taking that away from, like, let's say their organ function, because they're no longer processing that much, and also like brain function. Blue says because they're locked in and committed to the grind set. I think they should be locked out. This is an instance where being locked out is better. I'm sorry, everyone. I didn't mean to cause distress. I just wanted to know when prayer day was. Oh, that's true. If we can get together and say a prayer, I think that would help everyone. Burnout says, well, if they want to eat brains, clearly they still need to eat. That's true. But if that eating brains is more of an aggression mechanic than like I'm using it to fuel us, then maybe that's why. Nox says, well, you can survive a while without food. Your body just starts eating itself. And they're feral, so they probably aren't registering the pain. That is probably what's happening here, because they only turned feral somewhere on the way over to Grimshire, right? And that would have been a week. And I think the humanoid body can go for a month or something without eating food. It's Sunday, Edgar. Don't worry, I've been keeping track. Thank you, Percy. Let's say a prayer together. Oh no, it's getting quite cold in here. Could we start a fire? It is winter time. Guys, huddle closer. What are you doing? Edgar, I don't mean to be rude, but couldn't we chop down the tree and use that as a fire pit? It's okay, Wallace, but no. The burnt tree's smoke is poisonous. If any of the stump or root were burned, we'd have to evacuate. Oh, okay. If we have a poisonous tree, hear me out. What if we cut some and like throw them onto the ground, like near the ferals? Just open the window and chuck them by them? I don't know how fast acting or how potent this poison is. I think it would be a lot worse since we're enclosed, but maybe we can do away with the pirates by making them weaker at least. Yeah, Burnout saying true. Burnout, surely you use your flame powers and we team up and we just smoke out these pirates. Oh, sorry, Prudence. Come on, surely, Adeline, you're the brains of this town? It's okay, Prudence. I'll keep you warm. Oh, Gruff. Oh my goodness. Guys, I ship this. This is a very cute couple. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Lock in, guys. Romance later. Pirates now. They don't think of it. And how much longer will we be trapped in here? Oh my gosh, that banging. Oh no. Okay. It's now winter 24. Oh my goodness. We've gone 10 days already. Guys, does anyone want honey? I don't know if honey would help with your hydration. Oh man. If they break in, will you help Lila? Her leg has been bothering her and she'll need help. I'll hold them off so you two can escape. Oh, poor Lila. She's got a lame leg. I can't imagine the lack of food and... Well, not lack of food. We've got plenty of food, but the lack of water will be doing well for her. My bad leg has gone numb. I can't even walk on it anymore. Oh no. If it comes down to it, Eira, you should find a way out of here. Some of us are just too weak. Lila, don't say that. You can lean on me, trust. Eira can run really quick. I'm sure if we teamed up we can get through. Have a bit of honey. No, I can't do anything else. You're too generous. Oh. Man, they're not accepting my gifts anymore. How are you doing, Eira? Still checking up on everyone? Good, I'm glad you still have the strength. Oh, even Percy's got like bags under his eyes. I've never seen him look so sad. How are our healers holding up? I can imagine as healers you'd know the physical state of everyone, right? So you would have the knowledge of like, we can only last maximum X amount of days before it's truly over. And that'll be a pretty heavy burden to bear. I've done all I can to help the village. I don't know what else I could have done. Oh, poor Hazel. It's okay. Don't give up. We got it. I've been making sure that the soup rations have been nutritious, but I'm not sure if it'll matter. No, they're all giving up. I wonder if Beryl would have been safe out there in the army. With her brains, she could have been a commander, a tactician, or something safer than this. I don't think Beryl would have been happy out in the army, and that matters a little bit more. Oh, Greta, I'm tired. When will it end? I wonder how the Alfeep are doing. Wait, that's so true. I hope the pirates haven't killed all of our Alfeep and our critters. It's been 10 days. They're locked up with all the food Logan and I could scrounge up. Finn said the curse don't go after critters, but... Okay, thank God. I hope they don't go after our critters either. They'll starve if we don't make it out. No, not the Alfeep. If someone ran for it, do you think the ferals would follow? Logan, put that thought away. We're not even going down that. I'm glad Jack and Poppy have each other. Their future will be better together. And you will be there to see their future. Come on now. I'm glad Wallace is here with me in the end. In the end? What? Hello? We've always been together, through the best of times and now the worst. Fellas, I think we all need to take a deep breath and go out, like maybe up into the upstairs room, away from the banging. Take some fresh air. Burnout says Logan needs to be banned from the concept of having ideas. Absolutely. Logan, first you treat them as guests and now you want to guide them away. I don't think they would kindly follow you. I hope that when we pass that we never become like them. Their pitiful wails and screams have torn my heart in two. Oh, poor Willow. I love how her disheveled sprite has her like ear tufts just being a little bit fluffed. To live so miserably. Ah, man. Oh, Willow, it'll be alright. He's got bags on top of his bags. I don't understand how they can keep on going. We're falling apart despite hoarding food and water. It's something about the disease, man. It just doesn't make sense. None of it makes sense. I think for a scientific, like, research girly like Adeline, having something that can't be explained would probably be the worst challenge that she can face. But maybe we can document this afterwards, because we will make it out alive. We can't go living like this, something has to change. And that something is not you doing something drastic, I hope? I'm not sure the village can go on much longer. We might have to do something soon. Guys, all this talk about doing something is making Eira very, very nervous. I wish I could have watched Poppy grow up. Oh, Dudley, no! What is with all of these parents and saying goodbye to their kids already? Come on! You live for more than that. I'm sure Finn will do the best he can. Go away. I just want to sleep. Oh, poor Beatrix. I'm glad they show at least one villager's feeling like a little bit hangry and maybe just too exhausted to do something. But it sucks that is our reality right now. This is really sweet though, look at that. Gruff and Prudence are one interactable. I think they're huddled up. Prudence. Yes, Gruff? I know this is a bad time, but yes? I love you. Oh my god! Man did it, and it only took feral pirates on our doorstep and potentially dying and 10 days of being holed up. Burnout says, how romantic, never die. Absolutely. There goes our favorite friend Gruff right here. Took you long enough. Ah. Oh, what? I love you too, dummy. These guys have so much of their routine just like daily spent together. We saw this coming from a mile away. Lubasha says one of them is definitely dying and exclusively one of them. I refuse. I deny this reality. We are not doing the heartbreak today. But if it was, who do you think would have to go first? I think we've sat still for too long. There's not an ounce of strength in this temple to fight back with. Oh, poor Kai. Even his fighting spirit's gone. I hope in future playthroughs when we can actually romance the villagers, that when we romance Kai we can actually huddle up with him as well. We should have done something sooner. Oh my god, Burnout and Lubasha, you guys are saying Gruff would probably sacrifice himself and he would die saving Prudence? No! Not our favorite blacksmith! Who else would take care of our tools and all the town's upgrades? We need him to reinforce everything. But I also see that happening. I think Gruff would be a very protective partner. Oh, poor Tano. I peeked outside through Edgar's bedroom window. The roof and cliff are slick with ice. Ice, you say? We are running a little bit low on water, so maybe we can like go outside, scoop some of that ice in and like burn it over a candle. Like, I know we're all very, very cold, but maybe that would help get some rations. Burnout says the town doesn't really need any more upgrades at this point, lol. I fear that we need to do some repairs afterwards. And Eira's tools are still being held by Gruff. He's still got my scythe, he better not die. Nox says, so they brought nothing weapon-like inside with them? Kai brought his spear inside, but I don't think the rest of the town is well equipped for fighting. Back when the army tried to enlist all of us, the villagers were saying that even though they have some potential, like, for example, Rowan is the woodcutter and the carpenter, so he knows how to swing an axe. He says that he's never like done that in a fight before. So I think you'd have the physical ability, but you wouldn't have the reaction time or maybe even like the mental fortitude to take a life. Burnout says gnash and bite with their teeth. I'm not sure if you are familiar with how these feral zombie viruses usually spread, but some part of that is through any skin contact and blood contact, and I don't think biting a feral is going to help. It's fine, they're pure of heart. My gosh. You are right up with there in Logan in terms of bad ideas. There's nothing we can do to fight back. Dude, maybe we just get enough water and just hope for the best. Hey, lol. Okay, sorry. I retract my statement. Halfway in between, I'm gonna say Percy, wisest guy, and Logan. Wild card. You can go either way. Nox says, I'd still rather something personally, even if it's a small chance. That's true, that's true. Even if we have a small weapon, maybe that can hold them off for an extra few seconds. Burnout, you're taking it. There you go. I hope you enjoy. Wildcard ideas are pretty fun. Let's talk to Edgar. You look exhausted. Why don't you take a rest? Not yet. We gotta talk to Theo first. Oh no! My plan failed. I failed. And now everyone's going to die. Theo, don't put yourself down like that. You did your best as the mayor. I mean, at least we're all going to have a fighting chance by being in here. I think if we were literally anywhere else, they would have found us, sniffed us out, and we'd all be wiped out. Oh, man. I think with that, Eira's going to take a sleep. What is going on? How much longer will this go on? Thank you, Great Mother, for your protection. How are you holding up, Willow? Aww. Everyone's checking up on each other. I think that's really sweet. When will this end? That is the big question, isn't it? Oh my lord. Guys, that sounds like a blizzard rolling in. This is so cold. Surely we huddle closer, bring the candles in? This is a nightmare. Dudley dear? Oh my god, Dudley's not responding. Dudley? Hello? Dudley, are you okay? Dudley? He didn't freeze to death, did he? Oh, sorry, I'm just so tired. Man, had us scared for a second. Not with this cold wind. Surely we take the blanket off the bed and bring the mattress down and we sit on that. Ooh, wait, great point, Blue. I'm not exactly hearing any banging anymore. Did they freeze too? We will have to look out the window maybe to find out. But maybe they did get frozen. Oh, okay, get some rest, dear. I am just eternally grateful that they're not banging again. This snowstorm is relentless. Oh my gosh. This poor town. Getting scared to death and then frozen to death. Ooh, a horn? Finn. That's Finn. Don't come here. We're doomed. Keep the children safe. Wait. A knock? That's a very human sounding, sentient sounding knock. Finn! Our savior! Hello? Keep quiet or they'll come back. It's me, Finn. It's okay. Go back to the children, Finn. Protect them. It's not safe. Okay, two options. Ferals are actually dead, or Finn is just also feral now and trying to trick us. But I think the ferals, they don't know how to speak, so surely this is... Surely we've lost it? Like I want to believe? Dudley, you're safe. The ferals are dead. The snowstorm killed them off. Are you sure? Oh my gosh, I think you were right, Blue. I think we've lost it. I blasted my foghorn yesterday and none of them appeared. I even called out a couple of times. They're all frozen beneath the snow. You're safe. You can come out now. We did it! Oh my god. That blinding flash of light when the doors finally... Oh my lord. What has happened to the temple? That's a lot of ferals. We did it! Yes, we did. Oh my god. Oh, what happened to all their houses? They got torn up. Even the mayor's house with the broken window? Nox says that will be a weird sight when they defrost. Oh, absolutely. Burnout says, oh shoot, I stepped away for a minute. There's the ship. The ship absolutely did crash onto our shores and it's so bloody. Burnout, the ferals have frozen beneath a very, very harsh snowstorm. And we've actually made it. Finn came and rescued us. They even went all the way up to the mountains, and Gruff's house is torn apart as well. Is everyone alive? Yes, I think everyone did actually make it. We have to see, but I think we've made it. That should be everyone. Oh, and we can look at all of the pirates as well. That's not a lot of them. I imagine the rest of them maybe will be sent off in a future batch, or maybe they're too frozen beneath the snow to deal with right now. But oh my goodness. Today we come together to mourn. Not for the loss of those behind me, but for the loss of safety, security, and peace of mind. That's so fair. I would have thought they were rude for not mourning the loss of these lives, but these pirates have been extorting us from day one. No one wants them around, and they've come to attack our village. Burnout says, I would not want to be that close to infected bodies. That's true. Maybe we want to like take a few steps back here, widen the ring. Our village was attacked and we were trapped, scared, isolated. Although no one perished. Yes, we made it. I think Eira has successfully won this challenge mode. We've completed it. Our biggest challenge was to keep everyone alive, and we've managed to do so through the entire year. We stay winning, yes! This is the hardest mode of the game, and we've survived. Although no one perished, we still have something to grieve. Let us take this moment to express our feelings of sadness, rage, and fear. I know I was afraid. My community, my family was threatened. I was threatened. What a moving speech from Edgar. It will not be easy to recover from this, but know that we all went through it together. And together we can continue forward to a hopefully brighter future. Hopefully brighter future, bro. We don't want any more grim in Grimshire. And let us put to rest those who landed on our shore, scared and broken. Probably out of their minds as well. Though we know not their names, we know they have suffered. Let fire cleanse them of their pain and let them be at peace. Let us all hope for peace. And there go the pirates. And I think that should be the last of the ferals cleansed from our shores. Oh my god. Phew! Guys, we made it! What the heck? And we were in there for winter 14 to 26, so that was 12 days straight. Burnout says, wait, pause burning the bodies? Aren't you just letting the infection fill the air via smoke? I think I'm gonna hope that blue is correct here and agree that heat typically kills the viruses. And I think the way this infection is transmitted, it's through like biting or like contact with the ferals. So I'm really hoping that that was the way. Burnout says generally, but like zombie virus, that's so fair. I'm pretty sure it's just plain ass rabies. Absolutely, that seems like rabies to me. Oh, and we don't even have Gürtel pen space. Our Gürtels are overcrowded, and oh my goodness, we have 2 sick ones and 2 sad ones. But Burnout, you wouldn't want to be that close regardless. That's honestly very wise of you. Nox says, assuming it's not a fantasy virus, I imagine it would work. Yeah. We're just going to chalk this up to fantasy being a bit nicer than reality, and hope that that was the end of it. We unfortunately have to continue the carnage with a little bit of butchering, just because our critters are overcrowded, and some of them are a little bit sick because we weren't there to handle their population. Oh, Burnout's sad, no! Yeah, unfortunately, we just have to do what's best for them. And if we leave them there, they're just going to get sicker and sicker. But this is crazy. They even tore a door off the hinges. The poor tavern. That's wild. Alright, well, I'm going to go down and try my best to buy some medicated kibble. See if we still have some of that. The Alfeep survived as well. I'm glad their flock is alive. How are you holding up? Our house is in shambles, but I just don't have the strength to do anything. That's true. Maybe tomorrow. I mean, it's the first day that we've all been out, right? So it does make sense that you want to take it easy. Nox says, mostly because I think most proteins denature above a certain temperature. Ah, very true. I am not too big of a biology knowledgeable being, so I can't speak much about that, but perhaps more sciencey bunnies can help. We've actually already bought out all of those, so I guess we'll have to hope the medicated kibble on our farm is enough. Look at this massive pirate ship that's crashed on the shores as well. There's blood and everything on there. I'm surprised that hasn't frozen over. Some more ores and 74 ice chunks I'll take. We survived. Yes, Theo, your plan worked. Be proud. But for how long? Don't say that. Come on, man. You're just jinxing it. We have survived, period. We're not going to question it. We're going to learn how to make some mounted fish. And, wait, crazy, noble stool. We can complete our house. I think that's the biggest win we've had today, guys. Nox says essentially if it can burn, the kill it with fire strategy tends to work. Very true. And Burnout agrees that is a good strategy. We are putting the burn in Burnout. It's awful what you all had to go through. I tried to distract them, but the infected dismissed me like I was unobtainable. They don't like water, so they can't cross the ocean. So it makes sense that they would just ignore Finn since he was on his boat. Their intelligence was frightening. Oh, you've even got your stock here as well. Okay, wait. We're gonna sell some ice chunks so we can afford the rest of his goodies. Thank you very much for coming in, and I think the villagers will restock tomorrow. I'm so happy. Our lodge turned out okay, although they made a mess of everything. That's true. I'm surprised they left the fish on your drying racks alone. Although maybe that's just freshly caught today. It's like they were looking under every bed and behind every item for someone living. How morbid. I'm glad the ship didn't hit our home. But what are we supposed to do now? I think we just keep on going forward, right? We can't really stop here. I mean, Eira's going to take a little bit to check on the root cellar and check on her critters. Oh my god, guys. So much food turned to mush. What is this? Fellas, you have not been eating my dried food. Why do we have so much food left in here? And why did half of it spoil? Okay, to be fair, time did pass for like 10 days. But this breaks my heart. Look at how much food turned to mush. We're gonna leave them with the winter shrooms and everything to eat. Oh man. Alright, well, inventory full of mush. We can compost this at least. And I'm going to take back all of the extra goods. Thank you very much. Oh, our inventory's full. Hopefully that 60 days of herbivore food and 60 days of carnivore food actually resets. I really don't want there to be like a, oh, actually we're too tired, so we really need to continue receiving 60 days worth of rations every week. Like that literally doesn't make sense to me. I'm glad all of our mushrooms survived, and our little critters, seeing them bouncing around warms my heart. I'm going to drop off some of this mush and also head on up. How is our compost still not ready? I don't think time progressed. We have overflowing mush now because all of our food just expired. But I guess we'll chuck them here and try to handle it. For the dried girdle shrooms and everything, I'm just going to try and keep preserving these. You know what? It almost feels calming just to come back and be faced with these sorts of like menial farm chores again. Thank you for the loaf check, Nox. I'm gonna stretch a little bit, make sure everything's comfy. I definitely need a bit of a breather after that. I think that was a very heavy segment. We have our mithril rod is ready, so our rod is fully upgraded. I'm gonna sell some stuff and turn in my scythe for that final upgrade as well, so we have a fully upgraded scythe soon. I hope we have time to do that. And then what we will do for the rest of today, I might just keep on smelting some iron, some nickel, some titanium. What am I lacking? Well, it's just titanium now. Oh, thank you, Dan, for the water time. I really appreciate it. We're gonna take a little sip and calm our nerves. Okay, that hits the spot. We will go outside and drop off some of our coal. And I actually don't like the way this is looking right now. So I'm going to change this up. But I'll come back and fix up my furnaces first. Oh, we do have charcoal ready. That is really good to see. Oh, Dan, you are on a 3-stream streak. Bagels. That is a lot of bagels that you just got over there. Very thankful that you are popping in so much. Alright, let's get some ores cooking. I'll do a lot more for titanium just because I need a bit more of that. And for the charcoal, I might save some of these for making a cooking station. I might pop 20 in here just because it's a little bit more efficient. And then we can start another batch of charcoal. Dan says, yup, had to do my check-in for streaks. Currently almost 20 for Kathy. Oh my goodness. Is Kathy going to stream today? I think today my account is actually hitting the 30-day anniversary, so I may be able to do my first raid. I'd love to share the love to someone. She is live now? Okay, fantastic. Hold that thought. I would love it if we can actually pop over and raid her. We don't have enough stone for another cooking station. That is a bit of a shame. Do we? No, we are on 2 stone. We are flat broke on stone. Alright, we're gonna have to wait a little bit to make a cooking station. But I will grab some medium wood. Dan says she would appreciate it? Of course! You don't need to tell me twice, I've got her locked in. I would be so sad if due to time zones or something, they're like, actually, you still can't raid. But we'll give it a shot at the end of this stream. Alright, we're gonna pop in some good wood. And I will also run to the root cellar after I butcher my critters. Just have to fix up everything in my inventory. Got a large eastern window, a pastel window, a woven wood flooring, and also an orange table. How very zesty. Alright, let's take a look at the hunter's table. I think I'll pop one maybe down here. Yeah, we'll pop one right by the door. So it looks like there's a little guardian just guiding you over. Or I can actually swap it. Pop the candle here, and then the table here. Ooh, I think I like that more actually. That extends the usable range a little bit further. How long am I planning on streaming for? I have I think maybe 1 to 2 more hours between that range. Shouldn't be too long now since we don't have too many days left. But yeah, hopefully she is still live. Alright, I don't want to pop another candle here. It looks like we're doing a shrine. Burnout says forever, 24 hours, 7 days a week. Justice forgot him. I would love to stream forever, but I think I would simply collapse due to exhaustion. So we sadly cannot do that. I'm actually going to swap this. Pop a noble table here. And then I'll pop the cushion right in front so it looks like we're sitting here. And the flower pot I will drop somewhere as well. Is there anywhere that needs a flower pot? Maybe over here. We can do like a cute little pot. Blue says 24/7 cheese rolling specifically. I'm not sure what a cheese rolling stream would entail, but I'm curious to find out. Dan, you're gonna be swapping back into Caffey's stream. Good luck. Thank you for the good luck. I hope Caffey has a good stream as well. Burnout says please, please, please on the cheese. Okay, I feel like I'm missing a joke here. Fill me in, guys. What's going on? Why is there a special cheese stream? We are going to unfortunately have to butcher some of our critters. I think the girdles need to go 1, the chicories need 2, and the... oh my god, the bluggies! Flawless, you're going to be very happy, but your bluggy is actually old now. We've never had an old bluggy before, but I think they're going to approach like the senile age range. Blue says ask Nox. Nox says don't worry, Bernie is the cheese rolling streamer. Cheese rolling is a really awesome game where you throw yourself down a hill to catch a roll of cheese. Oh, that actually does sound very fun. I will have to keep an eye out for future cheese rolling, I guess. So 1 bluggy, 2 chicories, and 1 girdle. So let's take a look. On the girdle front, unfortunately, it's going to be George Jr. just because Here's the maximum weight girdle. I'm so sorry. It is a bit of a dark stream today. 2 chicories though. We have a lot of male chicories, so I'm so sorry, Cookie, you must go. And I'll also butcher a polo. And then on the Bluggy side, oh, Burnout, you're devastated, you can't watch. Nox says, wait, George Jr.? Unfortunately, George Jr. had to go. He was the only maximum weight one. It's inefficient if we butcher anyone else. Yeah, I'm so sorry. This is always the most brutal part of our runs. But we wiped out the George dynasty. Do we have another George? We don't have another George. You can redeem a girdle, and name one of them George Jr. Jr. to continue the George. Everyone's so sad over losing George. George the Third wasn't born yet. We do have one named Burger, and this is a pacifist run, but part of the nature of farming for meat and to produce food is that we unfortunately need to do this. Oh, Nox, you're naming a critter George the Third? Okay, we're assuming the George line continues in the girdles. Would you like to name the youngest one? Rename Steak as George the Third? So the George line can continue longer? Steak is so beautiful. Okay, well, someone has to be named George. I don't want to rename Bagel because, you know, I'm a little bit biased as a bagel bunny. That leaves a Tender, if you guys want Tender to carry on the George line. George the Third as Tender. You can also go after one of the older girdles, but unfortunately, yeah. Okay, Nox, you want Tender? Alright, George the Third. Oh, no, you do not want Tender. Go Rump. Alright, I got you. Rump is a pale trunk girdle looking very cute. So this is now George the Third. Oh, I can't do the 3, so it's now George the Third. And I'll do like a little dash. So what I like doing... Oh wait, I think I hit the character limit. I can't even do a dash. Okay, no worries, I'll remember that. Yeah, the sick little girdle, don't worry, we'll give them some medicated feed and they'll feel a whole lot better. I usually don't go after our named critters, so if you want to save a critter... Oh, write 3 as 3, that's so smart. If you want to save a critter from being butchered, feel free to redeem George the 1, 2, 3. Oh wait, one. I can't do another capital I? Wait, I'm not joking here. I literally can't put another capital I after them. That's so interesting. Alright, but this is valid. So, George the Ill. Oh no, poor George the Ill. Alright, we've got to say goodbye to a Bluggy as well. I think it's going to have to be one of our females. Maybe Fluffy needs to go. Just because I don't want to kill a baby. That's too mean. I can't do that. So I'm so sorry, Fluffy. Our egg production is gonna go down a bit. But this is necessary. Alright. Off you go, and I think we can start preserving this straight away. Thankfully, we have a lot of barrels for food as well. I might feed the villagers some special food. Nope, it's all mush. I have no food to cook with. Never mind, they're going to have to deal with normal food then. We might grill up some steak for them, just so they don't feel so sad. So, 40 stamina. We're gonna pop some steak into the root cellar and hope that this is enough for all of the carnivores to eat. Nox says, I think usually it's written as name then number without the, but George the Ill works better. Wait, so true. You guys can really tell I have not named anyone with that sort of pattern yet. But George the Ill is very funny, so now we have George the Ill. The bones go in here, and I think we're waiting on some iron to smelt. I do also need to finish with the actual stools as well, so I'm not just left alone. I'm going to pull everyone inside so I can give them some pets. How many sick bluggies do we have? We have 2 sick bluggies. Alright, 2 sick bluggies and the rest are kibbles. Look at this veritable flood of bluggies. They're so cutie. The sick little babies will recover soon. They've got some medicated kibble in there. So do not be afraid, the bluggies will be okay. Regarding the suggested game redeem, do you only play cozy games? I do only play cozy games, but I don't mind like a cozy dark or a cozy crossed with a different genre. And I love shining a light on like indie games. I don't mind games in early access. So if you guys have any ideas, if you do that redeem, I will be guaranteed to check out the Steam page and the trailer and see if it would fit for the channel. If they have a demo, I might check that one out as well. And if I like all of that, then I'll pop it on the list of games to stream. Many past royals are known by nicknames anyway, so it works. That's so true. So now we have George the Ill. Thankfully none of our chicories are sick, which is honestly surprising given how much illness we've got going around. But I'm gonna call them all inside so I can give them pets. I've got the critter cuddler skill, so we are all giving them a really big hug. My baby critters. I think they've missed me a lot. Missed Eira being here. So our Alfeep definitely have some illness. Oh, not illness, they're just a little bit sick. Like a little bit unfed. Alright, no worries, let's get some food in your tummies. You should, after killing the other critters? That's, you know what, that's so fair. Some people do a no butchering run, where they only kill critters after they've died peacefully of old age, or they don't like butcher them at all. And I think it is viable, just not on challenge mode. Challenge mode is like you have to engage with every single area of the game and max that out. Otherwise we will not have a good time and we'll be losing villagers instead. Alright, everyone's been pet. I think I confused my Alfeep with my Girdles. The Girdles are the ones that are really, really sick. I think it was 3 that were ill. I'll have to take a look. We have 1, 2 that are ill, 4 that are sad. Alright, let's put some medicated kibble in here. Burnout says, well, I remember one for sure. Which one do you remember? Wait, the Girdles are running away. They're literally not letting me pet them. Are they sulking at me after killing, George the second? George Jr. is missed by the Girdles. Now they're running away and refusing to let me cuddle them. Honestly, that's a little bit deserved. But I'm gonna try my best to make them happy. Why are you guys so sad? Since it's literally in her name. I'm gonna drop off the compost and try to clear the inventory so we can do a little bit of crafting. But we can't forget to drop off the steak so that the carnivores have something to eat. Have to make sure they're well fed today, especially after everything that they've been through. And I think we'll head up to the tavern after, just to do a bit of a wellness check. Nox says that the George dynasty is noble and well respected by the common folk. Very true. I can see that being part of the Girdle lore. Okay, 4 plates of grilled meat will feed the entire town for a bit. We do have some dried morels that I'll take out so they can try and eat all of these. It kind of breaks my heart that we have 2 days of winter shrooms that's about to expire, but we don't have the compost space to make use of it. Let me just check. I'll drop this at home and then we'll run out and say hello to everyone, just to make sure they're doing okay. We do have some more dried morels in there as well. Let me just drop everything perishable in here. The dried stuff spoils in 3 days. Yeah, time really did pass. Can I stack anything on here? Oh my goodness, I can! Okay, hold up. This changes the game. This helps us get a lot more storage than I thought we would. If this chest ever fills up, oh, the chest is already full. I know where to bring my goods. So I think it was elderberries, cherries that are here. Elderberries and cherries, raspberries as well. You are honeyed pears. This is actually amazing. Our decoration is coming in as functional, guys. We'll also drop off the wine and the flour and also the pieces of fish. Look at that. We actually have a stocked pantry. I love this. It's more immersive. They also need some cheese, so let me grab that. 97 cheeses. Let's just do a full stack. Do we have more pears? No, it's all cantaloupe. Alright, well, the cheese is full. We need sunroot, daylily, morels, and chicory. We have sunroot, chicory, daylily, and morels. Are they morels or morels? I actually can't tell. And I think I might like the clover sprite more than the daylily sprite. So I might swap that out. There you go. Very cute. Pickled pumpkin and pickled corn. Where is my pickled pumpkin? Do I have any in here? We do have a lot of pickled corn, but that would leave one in here, so I'm not so inclined. We do have plenty of pickled pumpkin. Alright, perfect. And then it's pickled peppers. That gives us a lot more space to start hoarding. I'm very pleased with that. We should even put a stack of bones if we feel like it. But for now, that's just going to store some honey. Alright, out we run. Let's go say hello to everyone in the town. It's getting a little bit dark just because it is winter time. But fear not, we will still make it. And I think they only start leaving at around 8 PM and closing their doors at 10. Oh, we also wanted some money so we can turn in our titanium bar. I should have brought something, but alas, I forgot. Oh, you can see the light through the broken windows. I hope all the infected are dead. I'm not sure the village could go through it again. That's true. I mean, the infected that make their way over here, they would have to either cross the mountains, which they can't do, presumably because they wouldn't have knowledge of Grimshire being here, we're so secluded, or they would have to come across the water. So the pirates being infected on their way to our town is really the only way that I can see that happening. How are you going, Lila? How's your leg doing? I'm happy I get to smell fresh air again, even if the village is in shambles. That's true. We were so close to perishing in there. Don't think about that, Gruff. I'm happy to see Poppy as well, but it's hard to stay that way. That's true. Imagine all the kids coming back and wondering why everyone is so sad in the village. I'm glad they didn't have to go through that, but it would still be really difficult. Our Alfeep survived, but they're so gaunt and lethargic. I pray they live to see another spring. Aw, poor Logan. Gotta cuddle your Alfeep extra hard. There is so much to do to help the village, but for now I need to sleep. I'm glad Percy is at last recognizing that he needs to take a break. I don't have the energy to do anything else. Oh, and our mithril rod is here. Fantastic. Look at that lure. That looks really good, actually. Thank you very much. But how are you going? Oh, you have the finest fishing rod in the whole village. I can't improve it any farther. On par with yours in the fishing family. There is a little wind today. Dudley says, I don't know how we're going to rebuild from this. Are we ever going to be safe again? It's gonna take a lot, but maybe we can build some defenses? Willow is barely holding herself together. I'd love to help the village, but she's my top priority right now. Aw, poor guy. Everyone is struggling. Let's take our iron scythe back as well. Your tool is finished, should try it out. Let's take a look. Do we have anything to sell to make that money? We can sell some of our Alfeep wool. Yes, please upgrade our scythe. For titanium. And now we're going to head on up. Let's go check in on the temple. I'm exhausted. This whole ordeal has been so draining. That's true, and you had to give a sermon in the morning, so had to send everyone off, which I imagine is quite hard as well. Burnout says no, upgrading your scythe is the trigger to the zombie apocalypse. Is it actually? Maybe that's why they came before. I upgraded my scythe, and that drew them all in. Surely not. Our house was ransacked by those creatures. Every surface feels like it's covered in their hatred. Oh man. They're so down. I can imagine feeling so violated after the ferals have been in through everything. The zombies hate good blacksmithery. That's so true. If they come back after all the romance and the blacksmithing, they've just got something against proper craftsmanship. My whole family is exhausted. Poor Rose. I can't say I'm any better. How is Jack holding up? Are you confused? Oh, he's so sad as well. Everything is broken. It's okay, guys. We can rebuild. How's Adeline going? I hope they didn't destroy her research. Those things are dead now. I know I should have analyzed them, but all I wanted to do was watch them burn. Ooh, that's some pretty strong words coming from Adeline. She's normally such a softie. And be done with it all. I'm glad they didn't seem to touch your research too much. Who else can we check up on? I think that should be everyone over here. Let's go say hello to the Hawthorne family. I hope you guys are dealing with the draft well. There's a big old hole in your door. Burnout is doing little frog emote. Yeah, everyone's just crawling through day after day. I can't express how grateful I am to be alive and to hold my daughter again. Aw, I'm glad they're happy at least about that. Poor Poppy, what did we do to deserve this? I don't think we did anything. I think it was just the way the ferals are. Sometimes misfortune just comes and finds you. Even though perfectly good people didn't ask for it. Which I think is the saddest and possibly most grim part of Grimshire. You wish you had the dumb frog emote? It's a very silly frog emote. Alright, we're gonna head over and check up on Kai and Tano as well. I hope they're going okay. Love the little windmill, or the little pinwheel, at least that's still spinning. I hope their pet predator's going well. Bit of a volume warning. Yeah, he's chillin'. Oh, poor Kai. I'm more exhausted than I've ever been. The infected left our hut alone. Who knew being so far from the village had its benefits? Probably because you guys are in the marsh and there's a whole bunch of water in the marsh as well. And the infected don't like that. Burnout, you love the frog emote so much. Just be around for a hype train and get lucky. Ah. Hype train emotes are pretty fun. Ooh, let me check up on the cheese. 18 days is pretty good. 17 days is also pretty good. I was afraid this would be like, oh, we're spoiling immediately, or something like that. Let's check up on our noble stool, which I'm very happy to get. 4 Alfeep wool and 4 planks. Sure can do that. Oh, we also wanted our cooking station. Hang on, let me get one. I think we just needed some iron bars for it. Oh, we're quite far away, right? I don't know if it was 10 or 20 iron bars. It looks like 10 iron bars. Oh, we're missing the stone. That's what I went out for today. That's okay. I'll get the stone later. Let's get the stools down first. This is so cute. Do we want like a full table with a whole bunch of stools? 1, 2, 3, 4. I think we need 4 more stools. I think the table looks better if we actually have stools and everything on there for everyone to sit. There you go. Doesn't that look perfect? Once I have a little cooking station and pop it here, I think this is going to be adorable. I'm actually very pleased with how the house is turning out. But we are almost out of time. So perhaps Eira should head to bed. I do want to find a spot for this large rug though. I think this rug has been bothering me the entire time. Maybe in front of the shelves? I'll have to investigate this later. Alright, off to bed we go. That was a pretty exhausting day. I think Eira has earned her sleep. Oh, today we celebrate the birthday of someone in Grimshire. Check your calendars to see who. Alright, we got this. Someone's birthday is here and I think the whole town is going to be too exhausted to help them out. So Eira is here with her Shire's best friend goal to give them a little bit of loving and affection with a gift. Let's see. We have... Ooh, Rufus's birthday. I'm going to grab a sip of water since that was a new day. But please feel free to join me, guys. So remember to hydrate. Alright, perfect. Oh, Nox has redeemed a snack time. Thank you for the snack time. And Burnout is doing the cute little pop emote. I love that. I'm gonna hop away and get a snack. You guys stay right here. Okay, I am back. Didn't have to hop very far, but I'm feeling like something sweet now, just to recover from all of the grimness that we were looking at. And I actually have a watermelon gummy, the same one that I used when we first had that pirate cutscene where they were threatening us. So it's a little bit of a throwback. I'm just gonna continue eating this. It's a very soft, round, sort of gumdrop shaped little watermelon gummy with some like chewy filling in the middle, and I love this snack. Oh my goodness, guys. I also realized we are one donation item off, and I think we can finally catch the fish we're missing. It's this one, Winter 21 to Summer 2. Oh crap, I don't know where this fish is. We're going to have to take a look. I don't even remember. Were you a lake fish? I think at a point I looked at it because I wanted to make sure we could catch it. But let me check. Oh no, our girdles are overcrowded again. So we need to find a another girdle to butcher. Flawless, you are now geriatric. 57 days old, so you are a very old bluggy. I think this is gonna be the first bluggy we see. Oh, the first critter we see that will die of old age. Do we have a butter loaf? This is our final butter loaf. The butter loaf legacy will perish with this flawless bagel. But that's okay. We'll catch him again next year. Yes, the bluggy says I'm old. But because our lovely beans, our bunny beans, have named these bluggies, they named them very early, they've been around for a long time. With the girdles, I think I will butcher maybe scone. I am a little bit hesitant just because we have so much meat here, and so many males. I don't want them to take over because then the girdle legacy can't continue. So I might actually go after steak. I'm so sorry, steak, with a name like that. It was sort of faded, as mean as it sounds. Let's fry up some grilled meat for everyone. Steak! No! I'm so sorry. Unfortunately, we got a lot of girdles, so they will need to be butchered before they all go and make each other sick. Is anyone actually ill? Let me check. We have Tender sick again. Okay, let me grab a medicated kibble and the rest of the kibble and get them through. Burnout is very sad to see Steak go. I am also sad to see Steak go. I hope they add a higher capacity barn, honestly. I think that would be a game changer. But for now, all we can do is give them some pets and give them some medication and hope that they recover. I think I've pet everyone as well. I don't want them to get sad. Let's take care of the Alfeep as well. Oh, they've run outside. Let's call them back in. Get some of their milk and then drop off some more kibble for them. And then we can spend the day going around trying to catch that last fish. I really hope we get it soon. I will be so sad if we don't manage to complete the research. But let's just give everyone pets. Everyone gets pets. And we get some honey. This tinkly winter soundtrack just makes it sound so peaceful. And we've fought tooth and nail for this piece. So I'm very glad. Got the little critters. The bluggies are trying to bounce their way out. I can sense it. And some more kibble nibbles. Usually I take care of my carnivore food needs by using the fried eggs. But I think on a day like this, I will just be using the meat because we have to butcher anyway. The eggs we can process, and so can the compost. I need to get rid of this mush at some point. I'm very displeased. But that's okay. Alright, more eggs. Make sure they have enough salt as well. Alright, let's go to the root cellar and also bring a little gift. Rufus's birthday. He handles the Alfeep. Do you think he would enjoy a plate of steak? Or maybe I can give him like a nice piece of meat. Some salted rich meat. I will gift one to him. And then the honey can go on our shelf. And today we need to gift him, catch the fish, and take care of our lovely villagers. I hope everyone's doing a bit better today. We've really cleaned everything out. They're not even producing as much food as well, which, I mean, that is fair. We've just come out from a very harsh time. Let me actually gift him a piece of dried tender meat. I think he should be manning the shop. Oh wait, he's outside. Hello there, happy birthday. A birthday present? Thanks. Oh, he is a happy bean. Last night I dreamt that Logan broke into my room snarling like a beast. I couldn't sleep after that. Oh no. I think the villagers are dealing with night terrors now. Let's try and catch this fish. We have the most upgraded fishing rod. Please be the new fish that we need. I would be over the moon if you were. No, you are just a lake trout. How are you going, Finn? Oh, the villagers seem so downtrodden and lifeless. I wish I could do something to help them. I think you've helped us enough by taking care of the kids. When I woke up this morning and saw the pirate ship on our shore, I panicked. I feared for my life. Ah, the villagers are traumatized. Luckily, Wilfred was by my side to steady my nerves. I can't imagine how bad it would be if some of them were no longer here. Fishing gives me too much time to think. My mind keeps drifting back to inside the temple. It makes it hard to fish. Oh man. I think we're going to have to give the town a little bit of extra care. Maybe we can go around and gift them something sweet? A common bream? You're not what I want. Lila says, my leg is feeling better now that I've been using it, but it's still quite painful to walk on. Ah, poor thing. And how are you going, Wallace? It's hard to explain what happened to Jack. He feels it's his fault for being sent away. Oh no. But it's definitely not his fault that he's still so young. I love how Grimshire really has a sense of dimension to all the characters. Like, you've got everyone with all these different relationships, they've got kids to care for, like events that happen actually affect everyone. How are you going? It was hard to step back inside the temple. We've been locked inside there for so long that leaving it feels like a temporary dream. A single step inside and I'm back in the nightmare. Oh, Edgar. I think he might benefit from being outside. Maybe living in the healer hut for a while, just get a change of scenery. Alright, surely you guys are new fish? Please be the new fish. You are not, you are just a minnow. Okay, I'm afraid that all of these little ones are minnows, so I don't want to waste my time catching them. Can you please be a new fish? You are a brown crab. Okay, not quite what we're looking for. What are you? You are a... Please be the new one. Another brown crab? Okay. I'm actually going to hop in and out of the mines to try and reset that. Please give us new fish. That just looks like another minnow. You look like another minnow. We're going to try and reset them again. Okay, this one's bigger. You do not look like a crab. Surely be something different. A common bream. Okay, well, it was correct on the not a crab thing, but still not exactly what we're looking for. And we got 2 minnows this time. Guys, I think the game is laughing at us. I see a cute little bluggy here. Unfortunately, we are focusing on fish today. We really need to catch that. I'm gonna be so sad if we don't manage to. A bottled surprise! Okay, a gilded stone stool is pretty good. What about over here? Surely this place has some new big fishies. I'm glad to see Lila moving up and about. An asp? This is not what I aspired to catch. Alright, surely this one? A walleye. Okay. I'm not above searching on the wiki for this fish. Excuse me, Mr. Fish, will you come down and be caught, please? Nope, that's just a lake trout. And you are a minnow again? Okay. Guys, our pockets are full of minnows. I hope Rowan is doing better today as well. Rowan and Willow. Alright, well, a mad tom catfish is not exactly what we wanted. But I guess we can hop into the mines and get some stone. Firing up my forge this morning felt strange, like it was just any other day. I mean, it's the return to normalcy, right? Alright, we need 40 stone to make a cooking station. So I'm just going to be in here briefly and grab that. But I really hope we can catch that last fish because it unlocks an important research item. Dare I say, a bit of a game changer. Even though we can realistically only use it for like 2 days. Oh, unstable wall. Okay. Let's not collapse the mine on ourselves though. Alright, perfect. We've got 40. Now we're going to head on out and try our best to catch anything. No fish up there, which is a bit surprising. Usually there always is. That's okay. We'll head home, drop off all of these on the drying rack, and then get some cooking stations. Not that we don't already have enough. I just think it would look really nice inside our house. Anything that lasts 20 days can go in there. The girdle shroom thankfully lasts. Let's just pop all of these fish on. I mean, the 5 minnows can be turned into oil, I guess, so it's not totally useless. Let's do that. And how are our pumpkins looking? Spoils in 1 day, but we have so many pumpkin seeds. I think our harvest next year is going to be tremendous. We unfortunately don't even have space for it. That's how many seeds we have. Alright, well, a very good problem to have for sure. Let's grab 10 iron bars and also get some, I think it was logs that we need, or planks. Let's get that made. Blue says, I'm really surprised the temple hideout sequence wasn't the end of the game and you just continue as normal afterward. Yeah, me too, honestly. It feels like such a good stopping point. But I'm really excited to see what the devs are cooking for year 2. They have been very tight about details, so we don't know what to expect at all. But if year 1 was any indication, it's going to be a fantastic year 2. Now I'm thinking maybe it makes sense to swap the cooking station and one of these shelves, but I'm honestly not bothered. We can keep it here and this poor person can just like sit directly in front of the cooking. I think after year 2 though, it will continue on to play indefinitely. So year 3 onwards is going to be the point where the game just repeats. Let me catch you even though you're probably not the fish I'm looking for. If it hits 5 PM and I still don't have the new fish, I'm just going to search up where it is. Come, little fishy. Please be new and exciting. You are not new and exciting. Let me drop off the morals so the villagers still have something to eat. Gonna run on over. Perfect, they have enough food. And maybe it's a ocean fish? I'll try all of these. Would you perhaps be from the sea? Arctic char, certainly icy. Come on, we just need one more. I don't need a whitefish. As much as I love them, they're great for eating. Really want to fill out the research today. I do see that 5 PM. 2 more Arctic char. Okay, bear with me. I'm going to take a look and see where that last fish is. I actually cannot afford to lose it today, because if I don't catch it today, we're never going to catch it. The game is about to end. So this is winter 21. Where is winter 21? Oh, I'm a little bit silly, of course. It's in the deep woods. I would never think to go there, honestly. Let's sprint over. I think I was considering it when we walked up near the mountains, but making the cooking station just drew me away from the deep woods. Alright, let's go up and get this fish. If I still don't manage to catch it, even though I know where it is, I'm just gonna take that as a sign that the game said not today. So let's take a look-see. We have some parsnips growing, which is always good. Alright, you look massive. Surely? Oh, of course we catch the small one first. Black bullhead, not quite what we're looking for. You are a... Please be the one. Yes, a mirror carp. Carp on the wall. Who's the fairest fisher of them all? Well, the fairest fisher happens to be myself, since we have completed the research. In fact, I'm so excited. I'm just gonna leave all of this here. We can grab it later. And let me get these radishes to head on out with. I really want to see that final research. Now, this is something that I actually don't know about, because I never managed to get this in a previous playthrough. Completely missed the mirror carp. So I'm very excited. Radish seeds can go in the chest, and the radishes will help us. Maybe we can seed maker this so we can start our crop. I think that's a good idea. Alright, let's pop you in, start preserving you. Oh wait, our seed makers are busy. They're busy with the pumpkins. Alright, well in that case, more radishes. Adeline, we have the final research item. Please stay open. I'm so pleased. I don't think our playthrough could have gone better, guys. Okay, take this fish out of our hands. And we've made it 148 out of 148. What do you have to say about that? Wow, we've completed our research of all the flora and fauna of Grimshire thanks to you. I am so happy to hear that, Adeline. Your records are going to be so full. They're going to write you down and remember your name as a prominent researcher. Excellent work. Thanks to you, I have made some breakthroughs in my research. I want to show you this design for an icebox. Ooh, we're getting a fridge. Food stored in there won't go bad. Period? Like they won't go bad at all? Cold storage box that prevents spoilage. Okay, hang on. I thought it was just going to be this prevents, like prolongs spoilage. If it completely prevents it, that's huge. How expensive are you? I assume you're taking an arm and a leg to craft. Where is my icebox? 100 ice chunks, 50 hardwood, 25 tin, 5 ice gems. Hold on a minute. I think I have some ice gems that I sold because I thought we don't have a use for ice gems. Might as well use it for money. I might actually go and buy that back. Yeah, 5 ice gems right here. Okay, hold on. Let's sell the rugs that don't fit in our house to make some more ice boxes. But I'm so excited. We have a fridge, guys. Shall we pop a fridge here in front of our pantry? Okay, that honestly looks a little bit funny. But I don't really have a better place to put you. Unless I remove the Alfeep and I just put ice boxes down there. That could also be viable. That could also be viable. Hang on. It's either I put the icebox here or I remove the Alfeep and I put them down here. I'd really rather keep the Alfeep though. So I think I'll drop the icebox maybe here. And then we can just have like a bit of a walk-in pantry kind of vibe. And I still think, can I access the display shelf? Hang on. I can. Okay, so this will prevent spoilage. Let me just bring all my food in. All of my food will go in there. There's absolutely no reason to keep it outside. And there we go. If you prevent spoilage, we'll go to bed and see how it actually works. But this will spoil in 2 days. So if it keeps it frozen indefinitely, that would be amazing. Alright, in terms of how to get money, I'm going to sell 60 lanterns. I don't really need 60 lanterns on me. So this is just going to be some spending money. And we'll see if we can make another one just to match on the other side. Please, I would love my ice gems back. I didn't realize they were so useful. Take my money! Okay, fantastic. And then take more money! You're out of money. No worries. I'll just happily take my gems. And now we have a little bit of spending with $1,000. I was supposed to check in on everyone. Let me talk to you before I head off. My favorite dolly was torn up. I don't get why someone would do this. Aww. I've spoken to most everyone in the village, and yet it feels so hauntingly empty. Everyone is so tired. I imagine we're all lacking the energy to engage much right now. Dudley slept terribly last night. Every dream a nightmare. Poor guy. I've been trying to do what I can around the house, but it's not easy. Scratch marks cover our home, and each one is a reminder of those beasts. Guys, I think we should do a bout of village repairs, and I think that would restore your spirits a lot. How are you guys going? How's Beryl holding up? It's disturbing to know that the infected have been everywhere. They turned over everything in my room. Just trying to look for something or someone. Actually, very invasive. Well, in terms of good news, I think we can just drop these morals into our icebox and we don't even have to preserve it anymore. We'll have to see if that's what it actually does. But I'm very keen. So how do I actually make it again? I need to go check. We need ice chunks for sure. So ice chunks and also hardwood, I think. It was 20 tin bars as well. Alright, I got you. Let's get some tin bars. The good news is I've been hoarding this for a very, very long time. Hello, Bernard. Welcome. You are dancing away. Look at this progress. We're making some ice boxes. And dare I say it, I think that looks pretty good. Not a complete, like, walk-in vibe. And sometimes it's a little bit, like, buggy in terms of how I can actually access the shelf. Such as in that instance. But these guys, I've been told, prevent like food from spoiling. So I'm very excited to see that in action. We're going to drop off this. For the community blanket, I might pop this into the library so it cozies up this area. I'd feel too bad to completely put away their lovingly made community blanket for me. And I think we can use the large rug. Maybe one over here. And then one over here. Okay, that looks a little bit funny because it doesn't combine in the middle. But I'm just gonna assume that that's like a walking strip that we can use, you know? Still thinking about my goat steak. Never forget. The goat steak. Unfortunately, we can't lay anything underneath. Can we? I don't think so. Let me take a look. We've gifted the birthday. We've finished the quest. Nothing here because all the research is done and all the rations are done. I think I'm going to take a little picky. Just like standing in the middle of the house of this design. And then I will head to bed. And tomorrow is going to be our last Grimshire day on the channel for now because they haven't added year 2 yet. So let's see what it is. Come on down to the general store for all your general needs. We will definitely keep that in mind. Let me take a little sip of a water as well. Burnout is sad. Yeah, it's a little bit bittersweet. But this just opens up the horizon to new games. And I'm so glad that Grimshire inspired me to start streaming because I've loved streaming to you guys and getting to know you all. Let me take some water. Please join me in hydrating. Make sure you're taking care of yourself. And then we can head into our last day. That was some good hydration. Oh, a knock on our door. I'm happy to hear this one because it's got upbeat music. Good morning. Hello, Percy. Oh, Theo is not doing so well. Morning. Nocturnal. We're here to let you know about the Sunrise Festival. It's a festival where the whole village stays up late into the night to watch the New Year's sunrise. Ooh. There's usually some treats as well, although I guess this year's spread might be a little thin. Probably. Yeah, we've used up a lot of our food just to get us through the town, through the year. But that doesn't mean you shouldn't come. In fact, we'll come get you. Mandatory participation in this town tradition. Tonight we'll knock on your door and bring you there, so feel free to go to sleep and get some rest before the festivities. Oh, that's so sweet. It would be a shame to miss it after all. That's true. After everything we've been through, I think we all deserve a little break. Well, we should get going. We have to go prepare for it. Poor Theo. After the temple hideout, still need to do his mayor duties. And we have a titanium scythe ready to go. Alright, I'm going to head up, grab the titanium scythe, and clear this field. And then what I'll actually do is grab the mithril and turn that in again for an upgrade. Wait, let me check on the icebox as well. Did you actually prevent spoilage? You did! Wait, the icebox is actually crazy. Guys, we never have to worry about preserving food again. It can just live in our little box. I think this is truly what it feels like to reach the end and win. Not that there's a win condition in cozy games, but if there was one, like completing 100% or like making sure they all survive, like this would be it. We do have a sick bluggy though. Are our bluggies still overcrowded? They have, oh, 2 pluggies over the limit and 1 sick pluggy. All right, let me fix that up. Unfortunately, we have to do some pluggy butchering on the final day, which is a little bit grim, but it would not be Grimshire without being a little bit grim. Let me grab all of these. Glad to see my chicories snoozing away. I think how old age works is your old critters will get progressively more and more ill until they just, you know, perish because it's old age. But I'm actually not sure if we'll get to see that because we won't get to play ahead in the game. So let's get some kibble nibbles in. Make sure our critters are fed for tomorrow, even though it may be a very, very long time for tomorrow to actually come. Let's get some pets for everyone. And let me go and shear the girdles as well. I think with preserving food no longer being a big issue, our target would just be to use the barrels and actually process all of them. Because once we do, then they can stop taking up as much space in our icebox. Nox says we won't get to see George the Fourth. Oh, together we are George the Fourth. I love that. That's so true. Maybe the real George was us all along. I will, however, pickle some eggs because I know Kai really likes pickled eggs and I do want to romance Kai. Alright, let's drop off the rest of these. I think we can make some sausages for today, make sure the town is fed. Fry up some eggs. Actually, might as well go out with a bang. Fry up some eggs and do another grilled meat. I'm George, you're George, we're all George. The George is living beyond the bounds of Grimshire. Once I actually code up and make that adopt a bunny extension, I'd love to get like little bunnies running across the bottom of my screen. We can have a bunny called George. Alright, let me grab some of these. Process my mush. Okay, mush is actually terrible. It gives us 6 compost. I mean, it's one way to get it out of our chest, I guess, but it's certainly not inspiring. Let's also get a medicated kibble. I think our bluggy was a little bit sick. Yeah, we had a sick bluggy. And we also need to butcher 2 of them. So I think it's going to have to be Sir Galahop and Cookie. Or maybe Flawless and Evie. I don't like to butcher them because, like, I wanted them to die of old age, but they're literally game-breakingly old now. So maybe it's time for them to go. And also they're going to start losing weight until I think eventually they just perish, and I think that's a bit of a more cruel fate than it is to just butcher them right now. What do you guys think? You wish to become game-breakingly old one day? Absolutely. I wish you good luck on your journey. Flawless and Evie, these guys are your bluggies. They are so old, they are now geriatric and they are losing weight. until the day that they perish. Shall we butcher them so we let them go out gracefully? I'm gonna leave this up to chat and leave it up to you guys, since these guys are your bluggies. Dances around decrepitly? You guys want to keep the really old bluggies? Blue says kill them all. Okay, we have one vote for letting them dance around oldly, and one vote for keeping them alive. Alright, I'll wait for a tiebreaker. Perhaps we can we'll wait for some justice for the blugs. I have never heard that before, but calling the bluggies blugs is actually adorable. Alright, let me drop some medicated kibble. And then, you know what, I'll let justice reign for now. What if this is only their first life stage? Oh, you think they're going to evolve? Alright, I think we let them live on to see what happens. But then Sir Galahop and Cookie will have to go. That's a little bit sad, but they are not producing eggs, and honestly we have enough males as it is. Like a bluggy butterfly, that would be so cute. I'd love to see that happen. But bye-bye Sir Galahop and Cookie. You guys were not long for the world. But that's okay, we will be making use of every single part of you. In a very wholesome, non-creepy way. A bluggy fly actually sounds adorable. I would love to become a bluggy fly one day. Alright, I'm going to drop off some food just to make sure they can all eat. Ready in 20 minutes. Alright, in that case, I'll run up and grab my scythe. Burnout says, I like that they're just straight up sea bluggies. Oh, absolutely. Like sea bunnies. I don't see enough love for sea bunnies out there. We need more. Ruff says, I hope this evening's festival will help ease everyone's hearts. It hurts to see my friends in so much pain. That's so fair. And he's got our tool finished. Thank you very much. I really admire Ruff and how he's just keeping on being strong. Showing a brave face for everyone. Wants them to get better. How's Kai going? Oh, I don't understand why we're throwing a festival this evening. We almost died days ago. Oh, so sad. Sorry for snapping at you. I guess I'm still haunted by the infected. Oh man. That's okay, Kai. That's a very hard thing to go through. So I don't blame you for being a little bit snappy. But I think that's why we're throwing a festival. We need to get our minds off it. We need to move on a little bit. Otherwise, it's just going to keep holding us back. I am loving this new scythe, by the way. Look at that. Very clean. I can imagine harvesting grass with this is going to be absolutely delightful. Or the hay, not the grass. But this is so much faster. Let's get it all. And I can't wait to see what the mithril one looks like as well. I think it's going to be even better. Let's get these down. And we can also clean this up to take potentially one last screenshot of our farm. I don't know if radishes are in season right now, but we will have to take a look. I don't think I planted anything last time, I just let it play through. Maybe I was also a little bit affected by the events. But maybe this time we can actually plant something. The range upgrade is pretty useful, but I think it does take up a lot more time just to charge it all up. Or at least it feels slower. That's okay, we can take things a little bit slow today. And with that, our field is clear. I'm gonna drop off the plant debris and take a look at some seeds. Strawberries are spring 14, everything is late spring. Ooh, radishes were actually in season. We should have been planting these ages ago. Alright guys, we're getting our first very large radish crop in. At last, planting things on the farm. Should have planted this the moment we got out, but I just missed it. I didn't realize anything was in season that early. That's okay, we've got plenty of seeds, so we can fill this out. It's nice to do a little bit of planting, even though we won't get to see the fruits of our labor for a while yet. We should also have enough for 2/3 of our farm, so I'll just keep that in mind. Maybe I should have been popping the previous radishes in the seed maker, just to get a little bit more out of them. But we actually have a use for all of our compost now, so our chest is no longer going to be overflowing. And I think the good part of actually having seeds is we can use this with our icebox a lot easier. So our icebox will let us hold on to these for a much longer time. Oh my god, wait, hay is also in season. I should be planting you right now. I didn't realize our lovely critters could have been eating. So are carrots. Carrots are in season. Cabbages not yet. Okay, so it looks like early winter, or like late winter, is still viable farming time. Let's get the carrot seeds down. We don't have quite as much as we do with the radishes, but we can make do with them and at least fill out some more of our farm. And this way I think it looks a lot neater than just plopping them around everywhere. Alright, perfect. Let's get this compost down. We can let the other bits be empty for now. But that's some pretty good seed hoarding. If we compare where we are now to where we were at the start of last year, our farm is fully built. We've got pretty much all the tool upgrades that we care about, apart from the hoe upgrade. I'm also not sure if we should put some compost on our hay, but maybe I'll try it because I think it works well for all regrowable crops. And this way, when we come in next year, we will have some things growing. Don't have to start from square one anymore. I hope the herbivores like some radishes. I'm sure we can make some very rad dishes with them. Probably whip up a salad or something. Ooh, I also really like how our saplings have a bit of snow on them still. It's quite immersive. Like some of the snow is still here. Let me use another bit of compost. This is going to clear out our compost stash, which is actually pretty surprising. We've been producing it pretty steadily, but perhaps now is the time for it all to go. And And I don't know where the crows are, but I don't see any crows. Now, of course, they could still be coming back. But let me pop the bluggies away. I think they're blocking the field. So I need them to go inside. Everyone needs to chill, please. And so are the girdles. I'll let them all back outside once I've finished. We just need a little bit of peace here. Can't believe I forgot about the hay. Alright, let's get the front part planted. Oh my goodness, hay is actually very hard to spot in the ground. I'm glad we'll be composting them so I can actually see where the hay is. We will also be bringing our scythe back up. Got to remember to turn that in for an upgrade. But I'll do that at the end of the day. I think just seeing everything get dark makes me think like it's a lot later than it actually is. Alright, almost done with our planting. I hope the compost works quickly. If anyone enjoys like compost ASMR, this segment is literally just composting. Alright, we're finally done. Nope, not yet. One more hayseed plucked up from the weeds. Let me weed everything just to see if I can sneak another seed out. No such luck. That's okay. We can drop off all of our compost and patiently wait for next time. Oh wait, I completely forgot. We wanted to get some food in the root cellar. I can't believe we stood here and we're like, yeah, I think this looks good, while the town people are gonna starve. What the hey? Absolutely. We need many more stacks of hay just to fill in that field, but it's a good start. Finn says, I've decided to set sail tomorrow. I want to be with the village while they celebrate the new year. That's very sweet of you, Finn. I'm glad you're making the effort. Do you guys have any hay seeds? I don't think so. Oh, Poppy hasn't been adjusting well since getting back. I hope the festival this evening helps her. Me too. I'm not sure if I want to go to the festival this evening. What if someone goes through my room again while I'm gone? Oh, Poppy. I can imagine, like, for someone who is not getting the full picture, like, you probably wouldn't want to tell the kids that rabid pirates were in her room. Like, she'd just think a stranger was sneaking in. But that still makes her feel unsafe. I'm not sure if I can stay up to attend the festival this evening. My nightmares have been keeping me awake. Aw, poor Dudley. I know it doesn't make sense for us to be celebrating, but it's important that we as a community come together, even in times of hardship. I agree with that. I think if we stay too long, we're just going to dwell on everything that happened. So we just need to keep moving forward. The herbivores are lacking a bit of food, so let me just help them out there. And I'll just pop up to say hello to everyone. See how they feel about the festival. Oh wait, are there spring seeds in here? No, this is all fried food and decoration. Let me go maybe in the tavern? Oh, a few people in the tavern. I can upgrade your tools. Yes, please. Let's upgrade our scythe. Yes. Alrighty, started on it right away. So we have fully upgraded scythe, fishing rod, pickaxe, and axe. And we just have the hoe and everything to go. I've baked some treats for the festival with what little I had left. I just hope it brings the kids some comfort. These past few weeks have been so hard on them. Aw, poor Prudence. Working so hard. I do appreciate her. I'll be taking Layla up the mountain tonight. She's looking forward to seeing everyone. I love Layla and her spirit for celebration. Tonight's preparations aren't going well. Oh no! The villagers have been helping out, but everyone has their own worries to take care of. It doesn't feel right to ask them for help. I just hope this festival can lift their spirits. That's true. I think it's difficult, but necessary. Oh, Lila's smiling. I'm looking forward to the festival. I've barely been outside of the tavern, and I haven't been outside the village yet. Yeah, I imagine coming off the pirate attack, probably not the best time to be wandering around. But... oh wait, it's getting so dark. I wanted to run back home and take a last screenshot. I think it is a little bit too late to do that. Or maybe we can have like a moody one, like right before the lanterns come on. And I also want to let my beautiful critters out. Hello, little ones. Everyone can come out. We have a little bit of illness, which is sad to see. But I will be commemorating this screenshot. And I think I'll drop everything back at home so it doesn't take up too much. Everything's pretty clear here. The dried meats and everything can just live in this icebox. And then the pickled pumpkins can live in this chest. I think I'm pretty happy with how my house came out. Like, it's pretty dark because you can't see anything right now. But all in all, getting the time to decorate on challenge mode has been an endeavor. Not enough bookshelves? Okay, look, just for you, I can put down another bookshelf. How about that? We have a cast iron one, we have a wooden one, or a nature one. 30,000! So how many more bookshelves? Fellas, I don't think I can reach that many. Where would I even put another bookshelf though? That's the real question. Like, we can put a herbalist one down somewhere. Agreed, more books? Okay, the people have spoken. We want more books. Do you want me to block off this entire row so I can't see? Or I can put another bookshelf back here? It's very funny. Maybe I can put some books in between. Pray tell, where shall I place the shelves? Knowledge is power. If you had enough, you could have stopped the ferals altogether. Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm gonna pop it back in, and if we ever get the chance to do an upgrade, and we upgrade to get another room, I will put all of these bookshelves in that room. How about that? We can do a bit of a compromise. What else am I going to do? I'm gonna tend the rest of the farm, so we're leaving it on a good note. Get some charcoal processing, and also refuel some of my barrels. And I think before we go to sleep tonight, we can take a look at how the farm has grown over time. And we can just take a moment to appreciate that. Pumpkin seeds and plant debris, these can live in the shelf. Our 5 oil. Honestly, I'll just distribute these. Is anyone below 10? You are below 10. And final hours in Grimshire feeling a little bit bittersweet. We can pop some more charcoal in here just to continue smelting. I think we always need iron, so I'll just keep smelting that one. The dried food can hop in here, honestly. And we want some more charcoal going. So I'll grab some of these. Oh, maybe I'll make some more planks. I am a little bit low on planks. And looking at the state of the town, we might need to do some rebuilding. So I'm going to turn this into a hecton of planks. Alright. 76 is actually a lot. Oh my goodness. Surely this will satisfy them? I think I've already put stacks and stacks of wood in here, but I'll put a few stacks more. Alright, this one will take wood, this one will take wood. Get everything smoking. I think I still might smoke my cheese just because I like the way that smoked cheese looks more. And also I like the flexibility. But shall I grind something into flour? I could grind some seeds, but seeds are also pretty good on their own because you can cook them up into spice nuts. So I might pass on that. Alright, well we've got 3 full stacks of planks exactly. I don't know how that turned out. But we're going to take a look outside. And we will take a look, guys, at how the town or how my farm has grown over time. We will take a look at the progress time lapse. So this is actually a really neat way because it shows you how your town looked like at the very beginning and you can trace it all the way through so we can see how it grew. But let's take a look. We have spring 3, 4, I might turn it up. All through the seasons. You can see in spring I was really rushing the critter pens. I wanted to get everything down. And by the end of spring we actually managed to get our whole critter area done. You can see the crop area slowly growing through summer, and then I invested in the mushrooms. We've got the tree farm growing up there. And then by fall, our town architecture with the farm, it was pretty much built. Didn't change too much between fall and winter. But until winter rolled in and we finally finished the path, and then it started snowing. That was the really smoky day that you all saw. And now we are here on winter 28. We've got a lot of scarecrows going around. Yes, we love a time lapse. Seeing it grow is honestly so cool. But I'm really proud of the tree farm. I think this is one of my favorite parts. And also this one. I didn't expect to have so many preserving barrels. And I think when I started having some carnivore food overflow, I was like, where do I even go with this? I might move my compost station behind to do a second row if we're ever running low on compost production. But I'm genuinely like very pleased with this. This brings me a lot of joy. And obviously it's changed a little bit more now. I will take a little nighttime screenshot because our seeds are down and we're growing so many radishes. But I think it is time for us to turn in and take a look at the final sunrise festival. So we can see what they're actually doing. Little knock on the door. I think that's Percy or Theo. Ready to bring us over. Evening, Eira. Sorry for waking you, but the festival has started. Let's go enjoy it. And enjoy it we will. We have earned our victory over challenge mode. Look at this. It's so cute. We have, oh my gosh, an adorable starry sky wallpaper Wait, I wasn't prepared for this. I have like no money on hand right now. Willow, hello. Welcome to the festival. Here, let me see if you won a prize. Willow does a little raffle. We won a mountain sunrise painting. Thank you. That looks delightful. Let's actually buy some starry sky wallpapers and maybe 3 bonfires and another mountain sunrise painting. I'm really investing in this because I think these guys are exclusive to the festival. So I might even sell some of my salt so I can afford another bonfire. And maybe I should go for another piece of wallpaper if I can even scrounge up enough money for it. Just about. Okay, 3 pieces of starry night sky wallpaper and 2 paintings and 4 bonfires. We can do a cute little bit of decor next year. Very happy with this. For a moment back in the temple, Oliver and I spoke of escape. Ah, I knew you guys were planning something. You were talking about doing something to change the situation, and we all told you it was a horrible, horrible idea. Not for ourselves, no, but to find some way to help the village. True, in a very heroic sense. But I don't think life is like a play, Logan. You would not have survived. We were delirious, parched, and barely thinking straight. I'm grateful we didn't go through with our plans, because looking back now, we would have perished. Most definitely. Lila looks so happy. Moments like this make me wish I didn't worry so much. True, we're all just enjoying the festivities. I know my concern for her can be overbearing. I wish I could just let it go. But it's also times like this that remind me just how fragile she is. True, through times of hardship. It's good to see everyone together again for a celebration this time instead of, you know. Festivals are meant for healing and for coming together, especially the Sunrise Festival. It's a time to reflect, to mourn, and to celebrate. A moment for the village to stand together and share our burdens, no matter how heavy they are. Thank you, Lila. I'm glad she's understanding the importance of getting everyone together again. Here's to hoping next year will bring better days, new knowledge to learn and new joys to experience. We're focusing on that knowledge and the joy part, please. And hopefully the end to our troubles. Yup, I'm right there with you. Erica says it's nice to get a break from the world around us, even if it's only for a single night. Knowledge to learn? Is that a books reference? Thank you, Blue. I will have to invest in some books soon. Perhaps next year we'll bring even more shelves into our home. Erica hopes Jack and Poppy can make some good memories tonight. They really need some joy in their lives right now. I can imagine. Percy says, I'm glad to see everyone doing better. Being trapped inside the temple, never knowing if we'd make it out, it was terrifying. But we're free now, we survived! And now we can rebuild! Yes, let's rebuild. This festival is the first step, a time to come together, to heal and to share our struggles. May next year bring us peace. May next year bring us peace. Eira will live by that. I usually make plans or promises to myself during the festival. Study a new subject or spend some time outside the manor. Most of the time, the plans fizzle out, but they're a nice goal to set for myself. Growth is essential to a well-lived life. Sounds a bit like New Year's resolutions. But this year, I just hope it's a year to look forward to. I agree with you there. Sometimes having big, grandiose plans just sets you up for being disappointed. So being simple is best. The future is uncertain, so I just make the most of each day. Otherwise, I might get swallowed up in my thoughts. Very true. How's Poppy going? Last year, I stayed up all night. Jack didn't. He was so mad about it. I love the sunrise. It's so pretty. I just wish the bad stuff didn't happen. It makes me sad. I shouldn't be sad when there's a sunrise. Aww. I'm glad Poppy's looking in a bit of a better spirit. I nearly did something reckless back in the temple and it would have cost me my life. This is your running away plan with Logan, right? Trying to lead the ferals away? I don't know how bad next year will be, but I just hope I don't make any more mistakes. I wouldn't want to be the reason for anyone's sorrow. Oh, that's true. Oliver, we care a lot about you. Please take care of yourself. Hello, Eira. I hope you've been enjoying the festival. Would you like to pass the time with me? Not yet. Let's continue. I hope you're enjoying the festival, Eira. Gathering like this is important now more than ever. Especially after everything we've been through. I agree with you. Every year I wish for the same thing. A year without sickness or death. And every year I'm put to work. Let's hope next year is better. Poor Hazel as the town healer. I can imagine she sees a lot of misfortune. The past year has been terrible. I don't think I've experienced one worse than this. But it was wonderful to have you as a neighbor. That's true. Eira's only been around for a year, guys. You've done so much for a village that you barely knew. Well, everyone welcomed me with open arms, so I just had to return the favor. Thank you. I got you. My family and I usually go for a nice, refreshing festival. New Year's plunge. Feel like going for a dip? Sure, let's bring it on. You're the first one to volunteer. The rest of the village declined the offer. Regardless, I'm glad you became a part of this village. You've really helped us out this year. Eira's an Arctic fox. She's not afraid of getting a little bit chilly. Oh, Greta's over here just swearing. This has been a shit year. Here's hoping to a better year tomorrow. Thank you, Greta. Very succinct. Oh no, Dudley's sloshed. Hey, Eira, how's it going? Are you having fun? Me? I'm great. Just great. Can't wait to see the new year. It gotta be something, I tell ya. Take care of yourself, Dudley. The past year hasn't been the greatest, but I think our bad luck has run out. Surely next year will be better. I'm getting a lot of sentiment that is a little bit mixed. I don't want to jinx anything. Finn is setting sail tomorrow morning. Curious to see if the blizzard did anything to quell the infected. I'll be back and let you all know. But for now, I'm enjoying the festival with friends. After the year we've had, I've needed this. I'm glad you're here, Finn. Jack can barely keep his eyes open. I'm thinking I might just win that bet with my father. Poor Jack though, he's going to miss the sunrise again. Oh well, there's always next year. I hope. Ah, poor Rose. Is this a sleepy Jack? Jack is very adamant. I am not tired. My eyes just don't want to stay open. Poor Jack. Rose and I are taking bets on whether Jack will be able to stay up all night. He never has in the past, but he seems really determined this year. What about you? Do you think he'll make it? You know, Jack, for all of the energy, I think he'll be asleep at 12. That's what Rose said. The poor kid has got no support. Nah. I think, looking at the eyes not staying open part is what's making me believe that he might sleep. Let's just hope that the new year is something to look forward to. fingers and paws crossed. I know I don't spend much time in the village or with the others, but it's comforting to know there are people I can rely on. Yes, you can rely on us. I'm glad we've gotten closer with Kai as well. Can't wait to romance him in the future, even in the worst of times. I like to think Eira has that sort of quiet patience that Kai needs. I hope the new year is kinder to us all. And now we have Prudence and Gruff together, the new couple. The village seems to be enjoying the treats I baked. Where are the yummy treats? I want some. Yum yum. Gruff says, no more pirates, no more taxmen, and no more plague. Let's hope for a better future. You and me both, Gruff. Rufus is less optimistic. It's hard to imagine a bright future. The infected may be gone from our shore, but the outside world is still in chaos. I just pray that the future isn't even darker. Again, let's not jinx anything now, shall we? Alright, I think that should be it, but let's take a look and pass the time to wait for the sunrise. I think it's time to do so. It is time to let Grimshire, our first game on the channel, and the reason why I started streaming, let the first year come to an end, and I can't wait to see what the devs have in store. Everyone's gathered around the bonfire. My friends, my family, my community. Tonight we stand together in the shadow of hardship. This has been a year of trials. Pestilence that threatened our fields. Predators that stalked our woods. Disease that tainted our waters. Greed that threatened starvation. And of madness that nearly consumed us. Through every trial we reached for one another, and together we endured. Tonight we say farewell to the pain and struggle of the past. And as the bells ring out the new old year, we open the door to hope. Let the new year be a time of rebuilding, of healing, of growth. We do not know what lies ahead, but let us face it together. Let us be grateful that, despite all we have faced, we stand here together. We have endured, we have grown, and we will move forward stronger than before. Thank you, Edgar. I think we all need a bit of that momentum right now. I can't wait to see what the next year has in store for us. Now raise your voices with me, not in mourning but in hope. A new year awaits. Let us welcome it with open hearts and unyielding resolve. I welcome it. Let's look at the sunrise. And you can see it coming over the horizon. Oh, right as the bell rings to bring in the new year. Thank you for playing! You've reached the end of early access content! The file will now be stuck on Winter 28 until we build out the rest of the game. It's gonna take some time, we're a small team. We don't believe in crunch or setting deadlines. Good work takes time. Join our Discord server. I highly recommend joining that server if you guys are interested in Grimshire at all. I really recommend playing it for yourself to support the devs. There's actually so much heart that's been put into here, and I adore the devs, Sarah and Tim. They're so responsive as well. I think it's very rare to be able to talk directly to the devs of a game. Makes it seem so much more personable and, you know, special as well. So I really wish them all the best with Grimshire in developing the new year, and I can't wait to see what else they've got in store. With that, we are going to exit. We have wrapped up our playthrough with Grimshire. We were playing for 58 hours and 40 minutes. So so about 3.5 hours longer than my first playthrough, probably because I was talking to you guys and also doing a lot more inventory management. And I think that is a beautiful place to leave it. Nox says, congrats on beating challenge mode. Thank you very much. We made it all the way to the end of challenge mode with absolutely no death. We've completed our fully upgrade the house and make a custom museum inside goal. And we've also managed to hit the bottom of all of the mines, which I didn't even set as a goal, but we did that anyway in winter. We've got 4 of the most important tools upgraded to the max, and we've gotten every single building upgrade there is. So in terms of what we could have done, I think this is pretty good. Thank you, Blue, also saying good stuff. Now, I did promise everyone a bit of a surprise at the end of the stream. So, you may be wondering, my adorable little PNG tuber at the bottom, this is Eira. And as much as I love using her, Eira is my OC for Grimshire. So, with me moving on to some variety games with cozy games, yes, you are right, Nox, we're getting a bit of a sneak peek into my VTuber design. So, let me give you some stats first. This has been such a labor of love since I want to build all of the assets on my channel from scratch that I've spent the past 3 days just drawing and literally streaming and doing nothing else. It's taken me 24 hours of drawing in total just to get my VTuber design made. And in that time, I have spent 4 hours designing and taking the inspiration photos off Pinterest and everything, choosing outfits and stuff and choosing colors. And I have spent 6 hours for the actual face and the hair. And then 8 hours on the rest of the hair and 5 hours on the outfit and 1 more hour for separation and cleanup. So without further ado, let me show you guys what I have been working on. We have a little sneak peek. You've got the ears. Hello, this is me. This is going to be my VTuber model for the future. She's not rigged right now, so she doesn't move, unfortunately, but she will be around to stay on the channel, and this is what I'm going to be using for my future streams. You guys can really see just how much detail I put into something like the hair. We have to segment everything out, so every single portion of hair, the left bang and the right bang and even the braids, I had to put a bold cap on her just to make sure it's visible all the way through. And when I rig it, it's not going to move too much. Thank you guys, I'm glad you enjoy. This is making all of my hard work worth it. I'll give you a full outfit breakdown as well. I don't know how to do this smoothly, so bear with me for a second. But this is her whole outfit. She's got cute little booties and a multi-layered dress. I am obviously not able to show the whole thing on screen while I'm streaming. So the close-up view is what you guys will be able to see in the corner, but I had so much fun as well making all the ruffles. I found the adorable pair of bunny boots as well online, and I was this is perfect for what I want. So that was the little sneak peek. I hope you guys enjoyed. And I can't wait to rig this. It's honestly going to be a bit of a journey and a learning experience because I've never made anything in Live 2D before. Thank you, Blue. I really appreciate it. The wowzers. making it all worth it. But yeah, I'll be trying to make this as dynamic as possible. And she'll just be like living in the corner, being like, hello, this is me. It's a nightmare to rig, but very cool to see when done, lol. I can imagine. Burnout, have you rigged anything before? Do you have any live 2D tips and tricks to share? While we're discussing this, I'm gonna quickly take a sneak peek to see if we can actually do a raid. I would love it if we can. Okay, I have someone who I want to raid. I'm gonna quickly put together a raid message so we can like copy that in the chat and then show it. But oh, Burnout, you have tips? My tips and tricks are save every 5 seconds because you'll inevitably have to reload. Oh no, that doesn't bode well. Is it because like some things are hard to do, like just to configure? Or is it like a lot of tweaking that you have to go back and forth? Bunnies. Bunnies. Here to help. Blue says things often go wrong and you don't understand how you messed up. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'll have to be careful with that. Burnout says sometimes you'll finish one thing and then move on to another. Then you'll realize that second thing broke the first thing. Oh, okay. Thank you. That is some very sage advice. I'll have to reload saves and tweak things and change them a whole bunch is what I'm hearing. But yeah, I'll try my best to get this done before Thursday. So for our Thursday stream, when we have Slime Rancher 2, which I'm also really excited to play, you guys should be able to see my new and updated PNG, well not PNG, graduating to a proper VTuber in the corner. Rigging might be a tiny bit scuffed, but I'll be updating that as I go. Thank you for the tips. With that being said, I'm going to share with you guys a raid message. Please feel free to copy that. I have a friend who I really want to raid. Her name is Kathy, and she does the most cozy Palia streams. I will hold my breath and hope, beyond hope, that I can actually raid her. So buckle up, everyone. Let's see. First raid off to Kathy. Oh my god, it's happening. Okay, I'll see you guys there. Thank you for joining me. Let's go share some love with Kathy. Alright. How do I actually go? I want to press the go button. I think it's just a countdown. Yeah.
Hopping into my stream. Oh my gosh. How cute.